dream of mauling zebras or Halle Berry when their Catwoman suits. Don't you worry your pretty striped head. We're gonna get you back to Tyson and your cozy tiger bear. And then we're gonna find our best friend Doug. And then we're gonna give him a best friend hug. Doug, 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 Doug. But if you get murdered by crystal meth tweakers, well, then we're shit out of luck.
And just falls.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to Lights, Camera,
Cocktails.
Cocktails. We have a very special episode for you. Happy early New Year's, or no, belated New Year's by the time this
By the
drops.
time you hear this.
Happy 2020,
We're in the
motherfuckers.
future.
We are in the
time
past.
travel.
And we're talking to you guys in the future.
Yes, absolutely.
In a whole totally different year.
2020
We
is
hope
so
the
much
first
better
few days
already.
have been kind to you.
Yes.
We have a very special, wonderful, lovely guest for you guys this evening,
Yeah,
or
we do.
whenever you do listen to this. Miss Kara,
Hello.
a very dear friend of ours. We're out in Vegas, people.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
on location.
We're on the road, you guys.
We're
doing
taking
our
Lights,
shit.
Camera, Cocktails on the road. Where are we going to next? Doesn't
Oakland.
matter. We're in Vegas right now.
Same thing.
Kara, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This has been a long time coming. I
having
think
you.
1 year.
It's been
about
a
a year.
year in the making.
Yeah,
Kara,
it was a really beautiful conversation that I think connects really well to what we're discussing tonight. We were all inebriated when
Yes,
we
we
discussed
were.
me possibly being on the podcast,
We
and
was
hence
drunk.
y'all forgot.
Oh,
We didn't forget. It's just it's hard to get out
okay.
here.
I want you to continue. Don't even.
And Zenobia forgot some stuff. So we will tell you the situation
Speaking of
at
forgetting.
hand. What did we forget?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, Zenobia,
I was like, oh,
Zenobia
shit, I
forgot something.
Don't look over here.
Okay.
So Kara and I and Ashley's in the building, but she's
Hi.
off camera
Hi,
because she
Ashley.
didn't want to be on camera for
It's
the.
Kara's episode.
Exactly.
The Kara Show. Just kidding. Lights, camera, Kara.
Yes. The reason why we haven't done this movie is because we were waiting for Kara, and we specifically had to do this movie in Vegas of all
It's
places.
very
I want to
fitting.
drink this already. With
Me
you guys.
too. It's just calling my name. It's very bright.
Oh man.
What the hell
no.
did you just put in here?
No.
What are we perpetuating? I don't even want to tell you what
it's
just happened
I'm
here.
just telling you that I added a special thing to our drink.
Zenobia just slipped something in all of our drinks.
It's called Roofalin. Is that what it's called?
I mean,
There you go with that word again.
You keep
Rooflin.
saying Roofalin.
Rooflin.
Yeah.
The hell's Rooflin?
It should call it Flory because you're going to end up on the floor,
not the roof.
not the roof.
Yes.
Okay, seriously, that better
know
be
where
like
it
a
is.
Tic Tac.
Don't
or
worry about what the fuck it is.
something.
Are you ready to hear what we are motherfucking drinking? Because I'm so ready to motherfucking drink.
We're about to get
I
weird.
am ready for this.
We are drinking an Adios Motherfucker.
Oh boy. Good night, everyone.
See you guys later. It's.
Adios. So,
I
if-
apologize in advance for this podcast. Holy shit.
See you next year.
Adios 2019.
well,
Yes, absolutely.
I found a Caesar drink, but it was more of like a Bloody Mary, and after doing the red eye, I was like, eh. So
No.
I came up with the Adios Motherfucker, which is something that I do love and drink.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never made it, so today was my first day making it.
It looks
Wow.
really good, but I'm
It
so
It looks like an
scared.
adios.
It looks like it, yeah.
It's got that signature neon blue.
Neon blue.
Have you guys ever had an adios before?
Have we ever had an adios? Absolutely.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, I've never
She
had
lives in
one.
Las
You haven't
Vegas.
had one?
I haven't.
I
think
swear
the
back in our
closest thing
glory
was-
days, Mai
was
Tais
the-
or
yeah,
what we had the
teenager
last
thing
time
was-
we
Have you had a Long Island iced tea?
Yes.
Well, that is basically this, except like 2 different ingredients.
Cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the ingredients for an Adios Motherfucker is a half an ounce of vodka,
Half an ounce of vodka.
half an ounce of rum,
Okay, there's
half
2
an
alcohols.
ounce of tequila,
3.
a half an ounce of gin,
Nah.
half an ounce of blue curacao, that's
Okay.
alcohol,
That counts.
5.
Yeah, that counts.
and half an ounce of sweet and sour.
That's
Mix.
there's
That's
no
no
alcohol.
alcohol in
That's
that.
not alcohol.
And you're going to top it with Sprite. So you're going to put all the ingredients except the Sprite into a shaker with some ice, shake it, put it in your chilled rocks glass with some rocks in it, and then you're going to top it with the Sprite.
And drop a roofie in there.
And drop
apparently.
a roofalin
Drop a
into
roofie.
your drink.
Shit.
So,
Oh my goodness.
How are you feeling?
if you want to get really fancy, which we're on the road today, so I didn't get too fancy, but you can also put a little lemon wedge and some cherries in it to add a little.
Add a little garnishment.
A little
Yeah.
color.
All right.
So,
Oh boy.
Well, here we go. To not remembering a damn
Wolfpack.
thing for tonight.
the
Wolf.
Wolf pack!
Cheers,
Let's cut our hands open.
Cheers.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
Holy.
that does taste like college.
Why do I just taste tequila? Did I fuck mine up?
Maybe it's just like we all get a different
That's
experience.
just
Like someone's
really
getting vodka,
strong.
someone's getting
Okay, I got
gin.
an aftertaste of the sweet and sour.
I got an aftertaste of regret.
Well, we can add some more Sprite in there to.
No, girl, we're
Oh
in
my
it.
god.
We're in it.
I've got the
There's no going back
special
now.
ingredient in
So
here.
I will
Ready.
tell you what the special ingredient is.
What's the special
It's a
ingredient?
TikTok, but I
It's
wanted
a
to put. I wanted to.
That was
roofie
really
us.
cute though. It was adorable.
That was the cutest way you could roofie someone.
I'm like, wait, hold on, don't look over here, and then I like drop pills in your drink.
Oh my god.
So slick with it. So you guys,
Sorry, I fudged up, guys.
I thought he was a real straight shooter. So you guys ready for some herstory?
Herstory.
Herstory.
On
Did we say what the
what?
movie was yet, or does that?
Not yet.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
pretty much. We can say
just
it now.
excited.
People, we're doing the Hangover.
Yes,
If you didn't guess.
If you guys hadn't
my
guessed
money
from the
right.
scene,
Yeah.
from
What?
everything, from the fact that we're
From
in
the casual
Vegas,
roofies.
I know.
casual roofies, exactly.
Roofies. Okay, so yes, we are watching The Hangover. But are you ready for some herstory?
Yes,
We have literally done herstory on every item in this motherfucking drink.
we have.
All of it. So I decided to step outside the box, and we talking about Las Vegas.
Yay!
Oh.
I love that.
Since we're in Sin City right now, you could drop any fun facts that you know about Vegas,
you
but
go
I'm gonna
for
give
it.
you some of the cool shit I found out that I had no idea.
Okay.
Do you know what Las Vegas means?
No.
The Valley, right?
Nope.
What?
So Las Vegas means the meadow.
Oh, the
in
meadow.
Spanish. Because back in 1829.
The Mexican didn't know. I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry,
okay.
guys.
I thought you might have knew
fudged
it,
up.
but
But I
you
live
fucked
in the
up.
Valley, so that and Las Vegas is a valley at the end of the day, so that's why I was confused.
Well, it's called the meadow.
The meadow. Okay.
And back in 1829, this was part of the old Spanish Trail that would come from New Mexico to LA. And this was one of the stops, was Vegas.
Okay.
And so Vegas became a cool spot because they would have wells around for people to get water. And around these wells would be like green spots. That's why it's called the meadow. Even though I haven't not seen
Gotcha.
one.
I didn't know that.
I haven't
green
seen
spot.
like a green
There is.
meadow.
I mean,
around.
that is definitely.
I mean,
lack
do the
of
golf
greenery
courses
here.
count?
Yeah, man-made golf
No.
courses count. Turf.
So, yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't
That's
know
what
that
it
either.
meant.
That was very interesting.
So in 1905, the railroad came to town, and so it was making way for people to go from Los Angeles to Salt Lake City. And this is one of the stops. So they kind of turned it into a tourist spot. And it grew until about the 1930s when the mafia got
Yup.
into that.
they sure did.
Yeah, they
Which I
did.
will save all the mafia funness for when we do Casino.
Casino. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's a good
Which
idea.
I have to say, I always watch before I come to Vegas. This is the first time in like probably a long ass time that I didn't watch Casino.
You had to watch Hangover.
I watched The Hangover.
Well, I'll give you a
Real
fun fact
Vegas
about how
history.
the Hangover ties into Casino.
I got that fun fact.
You got that fun fact?
Hold on.
Okay.
Give that fun fact.
You want it?
Wait, and
that
actually, I
fun
want to go
fact.
back to the 1906
Yeah.
fact you gave there.
Give it to me.
So, in downtown Las Vegas, so we're all going to Fremont Street Experience.
Yeah,
Or
we're gonna
we
bring
went
in
to
the new
Fremont
year.
Street.
We went to.
We went there. We went there last week when this.
We went last week. We had
was
an amazing
recorded.
time.
It was so great. Do you guys remember
but anyways,
what happened?
like in that,
I don't remember.
I mean, yeah, these cocktails worked. So in downtown Las Vegas, that's the original old school Las Vegas, and there's a hotel there called Golden Gate, and that was the very first hotel that was off of that railroad, and so it was called Hotel Nevada at the time. It had the first phone in Las Vegas. Its hotel phone number was 1, and the owner's girlfriend's phone number was 2. So they had the first phones in Las Vegas.
What's my number? 1.
1, yeah, it was easy. You just called them that way.
Boop. You don't need 7?
No, we don't need 8, 9, 10, none of them. But I mean, like, that was the only phone, and that's how they called each other. But then, yeah, that was the original hotel in Las Vegas. And then it became Sal Sagov, which is Las Vegas backwards.
Whoa.
And then it became Golden Gate eventually.
I like that
So-
backwards shit.
Can we
It's like
call it
Harpo and Oprah.
Yeah, exactly. It's Sal Sagov.
salsa?
I like
Oh.
But yeah, like Vegas made it through the Prohibition era. Like the city's got, I mean, I feel like the Hangover is like what people picture Vegas to be like,
Yeah.
but there's so much history here, and like so there's culture here.
Oh, I
But once
know.
again, we're not here to talk about that today.
I did a little bit, I dived
I mean,
into it a little bit today
Just a
because
little
I
bit of
didn't.
history.
I didn't know. I just thought that it would be a cool herstory to throw out
Oh,
there.
I love that.
I love that they phone number is one.
Yeah, but then they have like a replica in the hotel of what it looked like, and they have like original like ledgers.
like,
yeah,
hello?
he's like, hi, and, like
Operator.
she wouldn't know who it was. It's like, who could be calling me? It wasn't
could
any
be calling
surpri-
me?
No
Oh, it's
telemarketers or anything like that.
Okay, so after the mob kind of came in around the same time that they were having a lot of young men coming to
Yeah,
Vegas?
military men, if I'm not mistaken.
Military
a lot of
and-
military were traveling from like Texas to California or something like that.
they would stop here. They would try to take charge over the mafia sometimes in some ways. But
Really?
really what brought a lot of people here were the young men who were working on the Hoover Dam.
That's
They
what it
had a
was.
lot of money and time because they billing it and they're going back to their homes or inns or whatever the fuck was around
Mm-hmm.
here. And this became a big boom on gambling
Yeah.
and liquor and prostitutes.
Oh
So,
yeah, that part.
yeah. Which is still
there's-
alive and strong here today, man. No?
Is it?
I don't know. I watched the Bunny Ranch. Did you ever watch the Bunny
Yeah,
Ranch?
no, it is.
Yeah.
It's see the call 69696.
I was about to say, you don't get the little flyers when you walk down the
Oh,
street?
that's right. The guys with the cards
Yeah.
and
And
like,
They
hey,
flack it at you.
and they like flick them at you.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part.
Doesn't matter who you are, how old you look. Like,
Yeah.
No,
hand
they'll,
your card.
they'll hand that shit to
And
a
they got the cool
7-year-old. Here, give
shirts.
this to your dad.
They did used to
Oh, they're
give
not even
it.
telling him to give it to her dad. Just like,
They did give it to me when I was like 12, and I'm like,
I was like,
this naked, there's boobies on here.
my parents snapped it out of my hand.
Yeah, they know you're gonna find it funny, and then you're gonna be like, "Look, Dad, look
He's
what
gonna
this
be
guy
like,
just
give me
gave
that. I'm gonna get
not-
rid of it
I'm
my
gonna
own way.
throw this out.
I'll throw this out later."
But that's a little bit of herstory.
That was great. I learned a lot.
Oh, big ass. Now you can go and be like, did
I
you,
live in the meadow.
you were like, come again?
Yeah, the meadow. You've heard of it.
No, is it in Portland?
Okay, so I think we should do a little bit of herstory on Miss Kara as well.
Oh,
because
thank you.
all the people know at this point is that you're a good friend of ours and that you live in Las Vegas.
I do live in Las Vegas, and I am a good friend of yours.
Yes,
I think
she
Ashley and I have known each other for over 10 years,
10
I think
years.
now, which is
Mm-hmm.
insane. We met working at a theme park in California together. We worked in the game booth, so
Yeah, that Knott's
we have
Berry
Carney
Farm
roots. Ask us to guess your weight.
No.
Kara is an
Anyone?
Orange County native,
I am
which
from
makes
Orange
me
County.
love her all the more.
Born and raised.
What's up, Orange County?
Huntington Beach, California. And then I graduated from college at a time where it was very challenging to get a job, and I found
Wow.
I found a a job in Las Vegas, and it sounded too good to be true. And here I am 8 years later at the same job in the same city, and I have just grown to love Las Vegas. It is home for me. I mean, we're coming to you live from my house that I
Yeah.
was able to get here.
Kara is a proud home owner.
yeah,
Yes.
no, I
For
and
you
I
Californians who wish you could own even
move
a
here,
2-bedroom.
Move here.
Yeah, move out of California so there's more space for me.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Spread out.
Yeah, perfect. But I mean, like, now's a good time to buy. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, we've got my dog Kiki here, who's coming over to say
Kiki,
hello.
good girl.
Her and Robin have been trying to
Getting
along
along
today.
famously.
But yeah, no, I love Vegas. My sister moved out here. It's not far from my parents to travel to, and there's just always something to do. It is a city where boredom is a choice, is what I'd like to say. Like, there is just
Nice.
something to do, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's. What I like about Vegas is that you can make this city whatever you want it to be. Like, I'm a huge foodie. There's some of the best restaurants in the
Yep.
country here.
Yep.
If you want a cool spa weekend, if you want to go hiking, if you want to, learn about we're talking mafia downtown Las Vegas. There's a fabulous museum called the Mob Museum.
I've heard of it. I
And
haven't
it
been, though.
is so interesting, just the roots the city has to that. But yeah, no, it's a great town, and I'm very thankful for the opportunities it's provided me with. But I mean, if I may dive into the film, I must say, so the Hangover came out, I believe, in 2009, and
Opened June 5th, 2009.
which is about exactly 2 months before I turned 21.
Okay.
So this movie, I didn't grow up watching like a lot of raunchy movies like 40-Year-Old Virgin Scarred Me for Life. I just I just was not used to that type of humor. But then like I heard The Hangover was so good. I remember seeing it with my friends. I was like, this is the funniest movie I've ever seen. But also I was like, my family would vacation in Vegas every summer. And I was like, that movie just made me like want to be in Vegas. I just loved what the comedy and like just Caesar's Palace and all that. And I'm like, it'd be so cool to live there and work with these hotels. And fast forward, and I work with a lot of big hotels in Las
that's
Vegas.
exactly what you do,
So,
if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
And I also didn't drink till I turned 21, so it's kind of funny me watching a movie about being drunk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So caught up a lot since.
I do think that I would love living out in Vegas because there's always something to do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's just too far away from water. Like I'd have to have a pool.
This is
within,
true.
Like,
but I'm definitely like a pool girl, and like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, but I love the beach.
that's fair. And I do miss living by the beach. And
But you guys have like a lake, so
we've got like Paris and Egypt and Italy. I mean, like
The whole,
I mean, you have
Caesar
New
is
York
rumored
and
to have
stuff.
lived
the
here.
small one from Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
No, but I mean, yeah, Vegas. I mean, I'd say yeah, not being near water is probably the one downer. But I mean, it's,
Huntington Beach girl.
Huntington Beach girl, yeah. But I think I lived in Huntington Beach my whole life though, so it was a welcome change. I think I needed it.
Sure.
I I went to college out in Orange County, and I just never really adventured out, and it was a good move for me. And I remember my dad was like, to this day, people still are like, to my friends, like, you have 2 kids who live in Las Vegas, and they're like, yes, you live like a super normal life if you want here, but then you've got extravagance right down the street.
Yeah.
And that's what I really
And
love
Orange
about
County
this town.
can be a bubble if
Orange County
you
is such a
deem it
bubble.
to be so.
Oh my gosh, when I first moved here, I was so excited because I lived down the street from a Chili's and a PF Chang's. And I was like, yes, the holy grail. And then like I started living here, and I never went to that Chili's or PF Chang's because there's so many good local restaurants
Yeah.
here. And so I was like, wow, like Orange County, capital of chain restaurants.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
When I moved to San Francisco, that was the one thing that I enjoyed. That it was like I never have to go to another Applebee's or a Friday. Like everything is all.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I get down with Cheesecake Factory more often than most people, but you know.
I don't hate you on it.
So, Kara, correct me if I'm wrong. You work directly with a lot of these hotels that are out here. What
Yeah,
exactly
so I work
is
in-
your
I work
your
in public-
professional title?
Yeah, I
would
work
say?
in public relations. So I work for a big agency out here, and we work with a lot of casinos, hotels, spas, restaurants, nightlife, shows.
She knows all the dirt where the bodies are buried.
Well,
I
nobody
do not know
the
where
guys are
anybody's
buried.
are buried. But yeah, no, I work in public relations for a lot of big hotel companies out here, and some in other states as well. But it's an exciting job. I've got to do some things that have just blown my mind. Like
That's so cool.
I've been like in the kitchen with Wolfgang Puck cooking steaks. I've
Nice.
interviewed Ricky Martin. Like it's just, there's some experiences where it's just like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Actually, one of the really cool things I did, so the Bellagio fountain is iconic, and
Yes.
makes a cameo in The Hangover as well. They launched new fountain shows where the fountains are dancing to different songs, and they just for the
Possibly my favorite hotel on the strip. Is
I
the
do like
Bellagio.
looking at it.
I just love the fountains. Like that was one of the things that made me want to move to Vegas. I'm like, we just got amazing. And you're like, I think at one point it was like one of the most Instagram places in the whole world, the Bellagio.
Oh, I'm
fountains.
sure.
But anyways, we did a special show for the 25th anniversary of Friends, and we were there with the Rembrandts who sing "I'll Be There for You."
Nice.
And yeah, exactly. And I'm like walking them down, and I'm like, "Are you excited?" And they're like, "They were so nice," and it was pretty cool. And then like watching them watch their fountain show, I was like, "This is why this city's so cool." Because like this is the only place like something like this could probably happen.
Yeah,
Everybody
definitely.
comes here.
Yeah.
And if you
Everybody
haven't been
comes
to
here.
Vegas, make your way to Vegas.
Please come
Yeah.
to Vegas because and like
You always leave with a story at the very least.
yeah, and like and
But you shouldn't tell it because what happens in Vegas.
stays in Vegas, which I think
Except
like they might even
herpes.
be trying
That
to like
shit'll come back with you.
exactly. Yes. I mean, I think I think Hangover is like all the classic Vegas moves that people anticipate they're gonna have
Yeah.
when they come here. But I'm here to tell you, like, you can have any type of experience you
Yeah.
want here.
So
Like,
we've had those
yeah.
like fun nightlife type of Vegas.
Yep.
We haven't really done like the hiking Vegas or the
Yeah.
spa Vegas.
We have
We've
Red
done
Rock
the show
Canyon,
Vegas.
I haven't
That's
done
always
shows.
great. There's
Show
always
Vegas is
great
great.
I've
shows
done
out
spas and clubs.
Here. We've done the day clubs, the night clubs,
the day clubs
strip
and the night
clubs.
clubs. I have done the strip clubs. Yes,
You've done
in
the strip
Vegas.
clubs in Vegas?
Yeah.
Damn.
I went to
Now
one
it's
that
not a
Drake be
surprise after
fucking
the show
going all the
tonight.
time.
Which one?
I'm kidding.
Well, strip clubs have some
we're
of the
gonna
best
get
food,
Zenobia a
you
nice
guys.
stripper tonight.
What one? The best.
What?
Yeah, strip clubs got
Don't-
like
don't
some
sleep
good,
on the-
don't sleep on the food at
The
strip
buffet
clubs.
at the strip club.
I'm
It's
being
like the
so-
How You Met Your Mother episode where Barney just goes to the strip
Yeah.
club for the buffets.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's so true. Not that I'm like a avid strip club.
You might be right because I've heard that on a number of shows, including How I Met Your Mother and Entourage.
I
and
mean,
Vegas
They're
proved
all about
that
that
to me.
buffet at the strip club.
but you can get
That
like
was-
a good buffet by I don't know.
Did
But,
you
you
get
know,
titties
there's-
in your face?
I mean, depends on
Can
what
you
time of day
slide
it
those
is.
titties? I'm trying to eat.
Can you move? I'm trying to get my chicken tenders. All right.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
man.
So let me hit you guys with the stats.
Yes.
You ready? Mm-hmm. We watching The Hangover.
Yay.
Yes.
So, like we said, June 15th, 2009.
June 15th or June 5th?
5th.
5th.
Oh.
5th. I said, ah.
The audio is hitting
You
already.
plead the 5th?
My
Yeah.
earphones, the one that I dropped in my drink is weird.
Oh.
I wasn't even drunk yet, y'all.
That earphone wax is building up.
Okay, so June 5th, 2009. I went to the movies to go see this with my boyfriend at the time, and
Did
I
you?
thought it was hilarious. I was in college.
What's his name?
Rodney.
You
Hi,
fucked up.
Rodney.
He ain't listening to this. I haven't talked to him in a smooth decade.
But everybody that knows
You
Rodney
don't know if
knows
Rodney's
he
not listening
fucked
to
up.
it.
That's true. I don't know.
Rodney.
You could be like, oh.
You could have had a bad.
You could have had a bad
Oh my
bitch.
gosh, when he
Not
went
in the middle.
when he sees you're doing the hangover, he's like, oh my gosh, is she gonna mention me in
Oh
here?
my god. Yeah, bitch. I mentioned you because he asked.
But now I'm going to cut you out.
Yes. Snip, snip. Okay. So the budget for this movie, $35 million.
Wow.
All right. So in today's money, that's about $41 million.
Mm-hmm.
It made
Shit.
$467 million.
No way.
And a half.
Yeah, 0.5. And
0.5. So much money.
And then if you translate that 2019, 2020, it's $558 million.
$558 million.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Shit.
So this movie, it made
It
money
deserves it all.
and it made sense.
And guess what? The director did not take a fee.
That's
did read
right.
that.
I saw
He
that.
took points on the movie.
which
Which
was
is
smart.
smart. He made
Fuck
bank
yeah.
off
He
of
made
this
probably
shit.
much more
bet
than he
on
would have done.
himself.
Yes, he did. I mean, especially after seeing him. I guess we'll talk about
Kiki
it
going
later.
crazy.
He is drinking audios as well.
Gee-
Since he did movies like Old School, you know, he has.
Yeah, we
That's
talked about him
right.
already.
Old
Totally
That's
talked
right.
about him
Our
already.
third movie we ever did on this podcast
What-
was Old School.
Oh, third movie, not
First
third
time
top
Ashley
movie.
ever had a beer bong.
She did. We beer bombed on the show.
Hard pass.
No, she kind of said no. We kind of told her, no, you are.
She wanted to
for
be a
old,
team
do it for
player.
blue, or was that?
You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy.
You're my boy.
So, you ready to hear the Rotten Tomatoes? Mm-hmm. Critics,
Uh-huh.
78%,
Okay.
which is pretty good for
For critics, punk
That's pretty
asses.
good.
That's good.
Audience, 84%.
Really? I would have expected higher.
Zenobia, 95%. Because
Okay.
I still think it holds up. It's
I think
funny.
it's a great
Some of the
movie.
some of the jokes are, I guess, a little dated. Where we wouldn't be screaming "Dr. Faggot," paging Dr. Faggot. I
There
don't
is
think,
a number of offensive
Yeah.
comedy
Yeah, there's
moments
a couple
in
red
this.
flags.
yeah, but
for sure.
But other than those,
But it still
Yeah.
cracks. I mean, like.
And
it's so funny.
2009, fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
yes,
I agree.
Everything was socially, well, I wouldn't say socially acceptable,
We can get away with
but
more.
they can
Yeah.
get away with a lot more back then than they can now.
exactly.
Isn't that crazy? Just a decade ago, that like you could make jokes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
It was
wild.
10 years ago. Whole
Yeah.
lot. The world has changed a hell of a lot in the last 10 years.
Vegas has changed a lot in 10 years too, which was I was
Yeah.
telling you in like some of the
Yeah,
scenes.
we were watching earlier. You were telling
Yeah.
me which
I was like identifying
hotels
like
hadn't even been built yet and stuff.
yeah, no, like because Aria and Badara weren't done yet, and I mean we've got a giant football stadium coming our way soon.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Timeout. I was gonna mention this anyway, but you reminded me. I am officially in my new home because my Raiders have finished their last California game, and next season we will be here in Vegas, Las Vegas Raiders, and our stadium is sick, and you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me.
Good. That's why I asked the Raiders to come here.
Thank you.
I was like, hey, got some.
If you guys could do me a
friends.
favor, I really miss my friends.
Please, we'll build you a new stadium.
No, the stadium really is going to be fabulous.
I mean, we went from having the oldest stadium in the NFL to having
they're
the
like
most high-tech one.
tube
Nice.
TVs still there or something like that. Like they don't even have like flat screen TVs at the Oakland Stadium, so this one's going to be
Really?
quite an upgrade.
Well, okay, I mean,
I
love
school.
I love Oakland, so don't,
Oh no, I mean,
It's just
pump your brakes.
that stadium needs some sprucing.
It needs some sprucing because it was built in the 60s. So.
now the Raiders can get some rest and come back next season.
Hopefully, because I went to a game 2 weeks ago with my dad and we won against
Who are
the
they playing?
stupid Chargers.
Damn.
Fuck
That's
you,
not
Los Angeles
a
Chargers.
That's not a big win. Are the Chargers good? Anyways,
I don't know if you know the Raiders, but any win is a good win.
fair, fair.
I'm so glad I don't follow football.
Yeah, because you'd be pissed at the last game they did. I don't even want to get into it. Okay,
You talk about my Lakers, then we'll have a conversation.
Well, you talk about the Lakers. Tell me who's single on there so I can get at him. All right, so you guys ready?
For what?
For what?
The motherfucking drinking game.
Yes, I'm so excited.
All right,
I'm ready for this fucking
I'm a little
game.
starstruck right now because I've been listening to the podcast for like a few days, and like I was kind of like warping reality because like Ashley would be texting me about something, but then like I'd hear on the podcast, and then like I've been here. I feel like I've been with you guys all day, so like the drinking game was one I was really excited for.
Oh,
The drinking game is possibly the funnest part of this movie.
It's
Oh, it's so
Uh,
great!
of
Like I'll
this
never be able to
show.
watch the movie the same again.
I can't even get my words out, and I'm only like a quarter way
Yeah,
into this thing.
super.
Fuck. See you later, guys.
Adios.
I'm giving myself another 10 minutes and I'm about to have another one. So,
Oh shit.
I probably will too.
If you don't know, Zenobia is a professional bartender / drinker.
I got it from my dad. He is a wonderful drinker who drank
He showed you
a
not
shit
how
ton
to
of
not
my
get out of the
tequila.
chair.
Yes, he did teach me to never stand up when you drink, so you don't get as drunk. Once you stand up, it
Facts.
starts,
Yeah, it hits you.
starts
Like
hitting
someone
you.
Facts.
like wants to dance, I'm just like I can't get up.
Oh no, that's my best. Drunk dancing. Okay, so
Okay.
you gonna take one simp when someone says Doug. I'm
Nice.
also taking
You will die.
Black Doug as
Hey,
well.
watch it with that shit, alright? Come on, man. I'll be a
White Doug
Doug.
and Black Doug. Come on, man. I'll be a Doug.
They say Doug so much in that movie.
Doug.
That's the game.
You're just sitting there through the song.
Doug,
You're just like,
Doug,
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 Doug.
Put like an
Doug.
IV in and just.
Oh,
go for
okay.
it.
I don't know
These
if
are
you know
not
this.
for the faint of heart.
I don't make my drinks for people who can't drink.
Oh no, I
It's
understand.
for,
I'm just
like,
like that's a
staying
good
in
one
and not
because
going
it's just like
anywhere.
they say Doug because like where's Doug? Where's Doug? Doug,
Doug,
Doug, Doug, Doug.
Doug,
Doug's in the
Doug.
trunk.
And then
Yep.
there's another Doug, like just very
Black
proper.
Doug. He works. Okay. So you gonna take a simp when Alan says or does something awkward. So
Oh, God. Once
again,
that's
you're
a lot.
dead by
That's
the
a lot.
end.
Yes.
That's a
And
lot.
That's literally
Watch
everything
it,
he
pervert.
says.
You can go through the entire movie with just Alan doing weird shit.
Gosh.
Gosh, I wish I could breastfeed.
Oh my
It'd be
God.
so awesome.
Remember when he's fucking like clapping along with everybody else after Phil gets tasered? He like looks around like, I guess I should clap too.
He's like, Phil, look. He's playing with his wiener.
Alan, not cool, man.
Cool, man. All right, so
But you
gonna-
know, Stu wants to fucking laugh. At
I
that.
would laugh too.
I
Except
couldn't,
at that
not
moment,
movie.
maybe not, because they're just like, what the fuck is going on? There's a tiger. We got a baby. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
so you gonna take one simp when you see the Vegas skyline. So
Ooh,
I'm also
okay.
going to say this when the opening credits come up and they show all the different hotels. You take a simp.
Like
Okay.
every time they like even switch shots.
Even the time lapses and stuff.
I want it all.
Okay.
I want it all. Except, do not drink when Voldemort Tower shows up.
Trump Tower?
Voldemort Tower.
I'm sorry. I'm just clarifying.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
My true fans know who I'm talking about.
Oh no, I'm.
I would say Kara's a true fan. She's
I'd say
listened
you're a
to
true fan, too.
a
When you guys walked in, you
number
noticed
of
my beautiful
episodes.
Christmas present of
It
Trump's
was-
impeachment framed.
Yes!
Thanks, Mom.
One of my favorite.
Merry Christmas.
I wish I would have thought of that for my parents. They would have loved it.
Oh, it's
Cheap and easy.
it really is, but
Speaking
but
of-
powerful.
Gifts. I have to say, this is absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
It
that's
made me
marquee.
so incredibly happy
Oh, I'm glad.
when we walked in yesterday and
Yay.
saw this
After
just
a long
waiting for us.
journey. Yeah, absolutely.
He sent me a picture on the way here.
so
And I was like, oh,
it
a
fit
sign in
perfectly
champagne.
too.
It
I was
does.
worried I was gonna run out of letters, but it worked just
I'm
fine.
glad our name isn't too long.
Your name's in lights.
Yeah.
Finally. All right. So you're going to take one simp. You're going to hate me.
Uh-oh.
When someone gets hit.
Oh my gosh. This is literally you're drinking every second of
Every-
this movie.
Uh-huh.
Like I would need like
That's how I play it, girl.
Yeah. You
No,
don't,
I mean, like,
you
I'm
don't
really
put it down. You
impressed, but it's
no.
just-
Here's
And-
the thing. When you play the game, you're going to remember these things, but you're not always going to remember. So
I'm not gonna make it 10 minutes
so
into
like,
the movie.
a Doug is probably going to pass you.
Well, I mean, a simp
Oh,
isn't
sure.
much,
realize
though. A simp is
a
just...
simp is not a sip.
that's it.
Is there a difference?
A
Yes,
simp
Okay.
is a sip,
Okay.
but our version of a sip.
Damn.
it's a longer simp, I say. But
Yeah.
Okay.
do
Because
what
you
you
gotta
gotta do.
you gotta have
Pace
enough time to
yourself,
say.
yeah. So every time they say
That's all it is. Like, this is a simp.
Oh, okay.
That's all a simp
Let me
is.
practice.
Okay.
Let me see. Doug.
That's a good simp. That's a good simp.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
Oh my gosh, thanks.
Okay, so you're going to hate me on this one too.
So far, I don't like any of these, but
You
it's fine.
don't. You're going to take a simp when remembered is said.
Remembered. Oh,
We
because
don't
they can't
remember-
remember
We don't
shit.
remember anything.
Remember?
Remember? You don't remember
Remember.
anything, remember?
Yeah.
Doc, we can't remember anything from last night.
remember anything.
Remember?
I remember. Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Okay,
know
look.
because I can't remember.
If a movie didn't put things in there where they do it a lot,
Drinking games don't exist.
Now, the sad part about this, or maybe the fun part about this, is that you're going to be drinking an adios.
Motherfucker.
So you're simping a dangerous drink to begin with.
Take
This
your time.
might be one of the most dangerous drinking games out there.
I mean, but it just is fitting because, like, if you make it without a hangover, I don't
Yeah.
think you did it right.
yeah.
Like,
And
a
make
lot of
sure
our
your
other
Rufalins in
drinking
there.
games
Is your
are
there?
made to be fun
think mine
and made for you to have a good
It's in my
time.
bloodstream. Okay.
This one might be made for you to get blackout drunk.
Yeah. I want you to have a hangover and be
You-
like, God damn
you
it.
gotta wake up
Lights,
with a
camera,
hangover.
cocktail.
Only mine would be boring. Mine would be like, what
Worth
did we do
it.
last night? Oh, we watched The Hangover, and I went to bed. Like, I wouldn't have, like,
But
brought
we
a
played
tiger
the-
home.
We played the drinking game.
No, it's awesome. I mean, like, compared to the night they had, when
Yeah.
they were
Oh, yeah.
drinking a lot.
That Tic Tac actually tastes pretty good.
I was afraid it was going to fuck it up, but you're right. It does add
They
a
made
nice-
it minty.
It's got a
Minty.
nice little minty finish.
little aftertaste.
Smashley helped me out with that one.
I love it. I'm glad you guys surprised me with that. I really was.
I didn't know she was going to do that.
Weeks ago, I was like, you know what would be funny? Oh, roofie them. All right, so you're going to take a simp when baby or Carlos is said.
Nice. Okay.
You mean
just
Tyler?
nailed
No, it's
the
Carlos.
baby.
I'm sorry, bud. I thought he looked like a Carlos too.
Okay, one
Aw.
question about that scene. They make it sound like Stu hit him. Or like there's some weird thing where like it's not Stu who hits him with the door.
No,
it's someone
no.
else. But the narration makes it, or like the ADR makes it sound like Stu hit him.
It makes it seem like Alan
Well,
opened
Alan
the
opens
door.
the door and hits the baby in the face.
But then he blames Stu for it.
He goes, "Are my glasses okay?"
No. Stu's the one that rushes over to the baby.
Yeah.
And Alan, he's like, "Oh my God, you just nailed the baby!"
baby.
Right.
And Alan is like, "Are my glasses okay?"
Yeah.
Glasses
He's
are
like, "You're an
fine,
asshole."
dick.
Yeah.
So
Well-
since we're on the baby, y'all know that they used 3 sets of twins and a fake baby.
You throwing facts in the middle?
Yeah,
of that
'cause
drink?
we're
You
not-
mean they didn't hit a real baby?
Yeah, they're not gonna hit a real baby.
What? I don't like this movie at
You know
all.
what?
then.
I'm over it.
No,
No babies were
no
harmed?
babies were harmed in the filming of this movie.
Wow.
Stupid.
Might as well make it realistic.
I know. If you're not hitting babies, what are we here
I mean,
for?
stealing cop cars and stealing tigers, but why can't we like hit the baby? Like I don't understand.
Them tigers.
Doug. Okay, so we're going to take one simp when someone drinks.
Is there a lot of drinking in
I
there?
Not
feel
really.
like there's not a ton
There's
of like
not.
the physical act of drinking.
But there is a nice chunk of it during the Rain Man sequence in the
Okay.
the casino.
Yup.
Yeah.
Because Phil is drinking fucking nonstop.
And Phil drinks in the car.
He does.
Yeah.
They do drink in the car, and
Yep.
yeah, they
Oh,
do
that's
the
right.
toast.
Come on,
at
you know
the-
I always drive great when I'm drunk.
Yeah, you didn't know Phil was our designated drunk driver. Okay, so you're gonna take one sip when something bad happens to the car.
Oh.
So this is getting
Any car? Does the cop cars count?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Okay, a vehicle.
So yeah, so
Eddie comes out. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you making trouble for my business, buddy?
He
And
gets
then
shot.
they just destroy
Poor
the cop
Eddie.
car.
Did
Yeah.
he make it?
They shot Eddie. Oh.
They shot him in the shoulder.
Okay.
He seems to be
He
fine.
didn't deserve that.
He didn't. He seemed like a cool dude. Well, you know what?
Justice for Eddie.
He kind of was a dick. I mean, he was a dick to his girl, so maybe he deserved
He
like. At
spent
least,
his life waiting for her. And go get the baja too.
she didn't even talk. She was just like, fixing
Whatever.
light bulbs.
What are you doing?
and-
Go get the
paperwork.
customized mugs.
Fuck. Okay, so yeah, I would take the cop car with getting hit with a bat. I would take the
Yes.
Mercedes getting T-boned, the
Mercedes.
Tiger tearing the shit up. I'm gonna take all that. You gonna take one sip when someone sings.
Okay.
Okay.
There's some classic songs. You know, the soundtrack to Hangover is
Yeah.
fire.
We
I
got
was playing
Phil
it earlier.
Collins in
Yes,
there.
yes.
Kanye.
We've got,
Yes.
well, yeah. Both of those songs were
Zach
improvised.
Galifianakis.
Yep, and we got the just a bunch of shit. Oh, and I'm gonna take the wedding singer, who we've already
Oh
talked
my
about
gosh.
because he was
Yeah.
also the wedding
That's
singer.
I'll
Take you to the candy shop.
Ooh, I let you lick the lollipop. Yeah,
Come on, girl,
don't
won't you stay? So flirting with the old
Keep
lady.
on going
Flips
till
off
you
her
hit the spot.
80-year-old husband.
I'm a love.
going till you hit the spot.
We talked about him in old school.
Yep.
They're
Oh, he
the,
was in old school too?
they
The
are
Dan
the
Band, yeah.
Oh, the
the
Dan
Dan
Band. I
Band?
said Steely Dan.
They're
This is
the,
already affecting me.
the wedding band. They're the wedding band.
Kiki is hoarding all of her blankets.
Let me tell
She
you
don't
something about my
want nobody
dog.
to-
She has 10,000 blankets, and she will go pile them all into one mega blanket, and then she sits and sucks on it all day
Aw,
long. It
the
is
puppy.
wild.
Well, keep on going till it hit the spot.
Fucking give it to
Do
me,
me, baby, nice and slow. You're like a rodeo. Okay,
I love the Dan Band.
so we gonna finish our drink.
Okay.
As if my drink's not finished already after all of
Oh yeah, I
these.
said 10 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna finish the drink when they have their rooftop shot. So that's
That's
gonna
a
be
good
your
one.
first.
It's an
finishing
iconic
drink.
scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't really do that.
I don't think you can go on roofs.
No,
I like to make a
that's
toast.
salad.
I like to say something.
Say something.
Hey guys, how was that drive in here? Maybe that's why they call it Sin City. Literally, I kept saying that all day while I was driving into the city.
Rehearsing.
Rehearsing. I was like, I'm gonna say it on the show. I was thinking about it. So you gonna take one sip, or you gonna finish your drink when Alan gets tased
Oh.
by the little fat kid who was like, I'm about to tase your
Dude,
ass.
I love that scene.
And then his
I love
face
the
is...
look he gives them.
Then
the
all the
little
kids
boy
scream.
walks up all fucking like hard on him
He's
and
like,
like
"I'm about to
he's
tase."
mad dogging him. It's like, you kicked my phone earlier, asshole.
Yeah.
I love that
I
shit.
love the
Yeah.
face he gives them after he
Nice.
kicks it. Like,
Bring it up slow. I like the intensity. Remember, you're holding 10,000 volts there, little man. Don't be afraid to ride the lightning. In the face.
oh,
They all scream because he looks so scary.
That
I would
little
be-
girl
I would be
screams
scared
so
too.
loud. She's so scared. She's legitimately scared.
Yeah, no,
I'd be-
it
I don't think
terrifies
she
me.
knew that Zach Galifianakis was gonna like start walking towards the kids.
Yeah.
yeah. He didn't really get. No one got tased in this movie.
I read
Yeah.
that they wanted
They-
to use real tasers.
Yes,
They
did
really
want
did
to.
want to use
It
the
was
real
the
As
lawyers.
if.
The
Yeah.
lawyers from
make it real.
Warner Brothers
We can't
wouldn't
slam
allow
a
it.
baby with a
Do
car
that.
door, but we can tase human beings.
God damn.
I don't
Right?
understand.
Okay, so your last finish your drink
Oh boy.
when you see the pictures of the night.
So the end of the movie. With
So the
Oh,
credits.
okay. Yeah.
Finish that shit up.
that scene shook me to my core.
That's
Like
classic.
that was wild.
It made me jealous.
But like
Of Zach
appearances by
Galifianakis
like
getting head in the.
I mean,
I was gonna say
Later.
the appearances by like Carrot Top and Wayne Newton, but
Sure.
you know that
I
too.
know. Him and Wayne Newton got in a fight, man.
Oh my God,
Wayne
you
Newton was like
crossed
taking
Wayne
his jacket off like he's about to put hands on him.
I've actually met Wayne Newton and Carrot Top several times. They're both lovely individuals.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, Carrot
I
Top's
hear he's
a great guy.
super nice.
Yeah,
He's
they're-
weird looking, but I used to like him when I was like junior high.
You got buff.
He did.
Yeah, no, he works out, but they're both very nice guys, and they both love Vegas. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they've been
yeah.
here for.
I feel like that was fitting to
I
squeeze
mean,
them in
Carrot
the end.
Top has been here for like 20 years. And like,
Long time. I've never seen his show, but I hear it's good. It's a staple over at Luxor.
oh, that's where he at?
Okay.
All right.
I mean, everybody loves Vegas. I love Vegas.
Not everybody loves Vegas.
Not
Well-
everybody loves Vegas. We're trying to get him to, but one person at a time.
I love to visit.
I still
I don't
love
know. I
Vegas.
probably would like living here too.
I love it.
Do you guys got anything to add to the drinking game?
I'm gonna let you go first.
You got a
shoot.
rule you want to add?
I would say every time Leslie Chow insults someone, take a simp.
Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow.
Leslie Chow.
Every time he like throws an insult that's an off-color insult.
So long, gay boys. It's funny because he's fat.
Fat Jesus.
Ah, Jesus, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I would like to add, but I'm gonna go with take a simp every time that Rachel Harris is being a bitch to Stu.
Okay.
Use your Rogaine.
She's such a bitch.
So mean.
I can always tell when you don't use
all
a
the
Rogaine.
way to your core.
Yes. Yeah.
You're an idiot,
She won't even kiss him goodbye.
No.
He's going to another state,
dude.
and you won't even kiss him goodbye. You should go,
She slept
Dr.
with
Faggot.
a waiter. Or what?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Oh,
it was a
no.
No,
It was a
bartender.
bartender.
I'm
was a
wrong. It was a
bartender.
bartender. Exactly.
Yeah, she sucked.
She sucked major. I fucking hate her.
But Jade had
Such
a
a
heart of
great
gold.
actress.
She
Jade.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
she
Hook her
was
with a
so
heart of
sweet.
I hook her with a heart of gold.
Hook her with the heart of gold.
How dare you? She's a lovely lady. All night I'm dropping lines all night, you guys.
No,
I love
trying
that.
to keep
How
up.
dare you? She's a nice lady.
nice
Fuck you. Your language is offensive.
Or maybe maybe finish a drink too when Jade is not like phased that her baby's been gone for a while.
Oh
Like
my
that part
God,
always
right?
weirds me out.
She's
That
like,
she's
"Thank
just
God
like,
he's
oh
with his
there he is. There's his
father."
dad. It's just like what? Like you left your baby with.
Bitch,
I was
love you
talking
for 9 hours.
to my brother about this literally yesterday, and I was like, you know, you see her leave in the beginning, like you just see her legs like walk.
But she
out
didn't
of it.
think like, where's my baby?
You don't take your
she's on the
baby
phone, like,
with
calling
you.
everybody
She was
as well.
busy. Yeah, she had to share the good news that she's married,
That's
And then
true.
she's like, also have you seen my baby?
and then she married a doctor. I'm actually a dentist.
just
I'm
a
a
dentist. You know this. I'm a
She
stripper.
walked out of the room to go buy them
To get them coffee.
But who leaves
In the
their
closet.
baby in the closet?
With a
Whether they're
tiger.
asleep or awake? Like who just leaves a baby in a closet?
It was a crazy night.
I'm picking if I'm going to go. If
She
it's
didn't
my
have a
baby,
crazy night. She remembered everything.
That's true.
She from Vegas. That was a regular ass Friday.
And like
was
I
a
see
Friday,
where her
Saturday for
apartment
her.
is in relation to Caesar's Palace. It's
And
not like
she's-
down the street. It's like she left her baby there,
yeah.
she left her
This is
baby
very, very true.
which is
in a closet.
I'm
yeah,
trying
in
to
a
give her
closet.
the benefit of the doubt because she does
And-
have a heart of gold.
She do.
She's a sweet, sweet
What if
girl.
they hadn't found her? Like she wasn't like looking. She was like calling friends, like, "Oh, have you seen her?"
Well, she was calling people,
She
but
probably
she
went
didn't
back to
really
the room.
know them. You know,
I mean,
she like met them that night, got
questions.
married. It was what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's
cashed in her.
yeah, it's just
golden
funny how
ticket.
she reacts. She's like, "Oh, thank you."
Oh my god, there he is with his.
You guys are acting
father.
weird.
Why are you acting weird? Okay, so I guess that is the motherfucking drinking game. Yes. Thank you for
Harmony in there.
thank you for getting in there.
Of course, I'm so excited.
Hold on, off camera. Ashley had said something I couldn't hear.
Oh, there's some harmony in there.
There's some harmony.
Pretty.
Yo,
Probably.
baby, don't you stop. Keep on going till you hit the spot. All right.
Whoa.
Give it to me, baby.
Nice and slow.
All right.
Like a rodeo. Okay. Yes. Yes, Queen.
Okay, so The Hangover. What y'all want to talk about? I guess
we
we can
begin?
start with the director.
Let's start.
Todd Phillips.
We already
Mr.
talked about him.
Todd Phillips. We did talk about him.
So I did very
in
little.
depth when we covered. That was our third episode
was
ever.
so
though. That
many
was
years
so
ago.
long ago.
When did you guys start this? Or how long
Like
has it
2
been?
years ago.
Wow.
It's coming up on 2 years.
That's amazing.
It's
Congratulations.
been a long time.
We're on 60-something episodes, 70 episodes.
Yeah, we're
So,
What if this
we're
one was
circling
69?
around. I think it is. I'm not gonna lie.
69.
Man.
Yes. Well,
High
yeah.
five. High five, Bill.
$5.
High five. High five.
Well,
So, yeah. Todd Phillips.
Special high five to Bill Rocco, our composer of our jingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is also our ringtone. So,
It is.
So Todd doesn't make a cameo in this one.
Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
Yes,
It's
he's about to go down on the girl in the elevator.
They're going.
Yeah, that's
And then
Oh,
he
shit,
looks
you're
up, he's
so
like,
right.
we're going up, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we too.
Yeah, that's
He's got like
perfect.
the.
Really?
tracksuit.
Yeah, he's the creepy
You're
dude
so
in the
right.
tracksuit and the
Is
glasses.
the dude ever not like being a creepy ass dude in the
No,
movie?
in every
Who is
movie he does.
in Old School?
In Old School, he's the gangbang guy.
I'm here for the gangbang.
Okay.
He knocks on the door.
His first movie, Road Trip, he's the one that wants to massage Amy Smart's feet.
Cute.
That's what he does.
Keeps like licking him while she's sleeping.
He plays a creepy guy.
I mean, he does it well.
I don't know if he's in his most recent movie, The Joker.
He did the Joker?
He directed The Joker.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
And I've
Todd
only seen
Phillips
about half of that. So.
has been nominated for 1 Oscar.
4.
Borat.
He did Borat?
He-
It was
I think he was
nominated.
a writer on it or something like that.
Oh
I don't
my
think he directed
gosh.
it.
Well, out of all
But
of those
he's about to
movies,
get
that's what's the
nominated
funniest. I
That's the
guess.
ones
like
that got
crazy
the
Oscar.
because technically we're in 2019 for another half a day.
They're not. You are in
But-
2020, future people.
Yes, absolutely. Todd Phillips is about to get nominated the fuck out for the Joker.
Joker, yeah.
I still haven't seen
figured that.
it. I need to.
I didn't finish it, so
Might I recommend it?
I would like to see it. I just
Yeah.
haven't had a chance.
I feel you.
I will eventually. But now
yeah,
that I know
so,
Todd
yeah.
Phillips did it, then
He's
I know it was in
responsible
good
for
hands.
Old School, The Hangovers 1, 2, and 3. Due date. He just finished the Joker. He's going to be doing the Joker 2.
They're making a second one?
Does
Is
it
this like
does?
the Christian Bale canon for the Joker? Like, is that... Because he's going to be Batman, right? Christian Bale?
No, Robert Pattinson's supposed
I
to
mean,
be
I'm sorry.
playing-
Why did I say Christian Bale? I meant Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Well, Christian Bale is.
Christian Bale, I like knew who I was talking about, but like this drink is already impacting my train of thought.
I let you lick the lollipop.
And by the way, you mentioned the Hangovers 2 and 3. I'm gonna suggest we only focus on 1 because
Yes.
2 was
Can't talk about
garbage, and then I never even saw 3 because 2 made me so mad.
I'm going to concur.
Okay, thank you.
Because I haven't seen 3, but I remember
And I know the
seeing
third one was
part
even
of
in
2.
Vegas, but I was just like,
Okay.
2 was just the same
Time
movie
out.
in Thailand.
Zenobia has seen all 3.
Have
Okay.
you?
I
Thoughts?
anything with fine ass Bradley Cooper.
Okay, but like even that
I'm a
wasn't
watch.
like redemptive.
And I like Phil, so I was down to rewatch it. So
Okay.
the second one is meh. I mean,
It has
I
Ashley's doppelganger, Jamie Chung, in it.
I do see why, and it still kind of followed the exact same like formula as the
Yeah.
first one, but the second one goes way off.
Over the top.
It goes over the top.
Is that where he gets a face tattoo, the Mike Tyson tattoo? Yeah.
I want
And
to
Helm
yes.
does. Yeah.
the second one?
Yeah,
Yep.
the second
The
one.
second one.
Second
Yeah.
one, yes. But the third one is like Mr. Chow's in it again, and he fucks
he like
he fucks everything up pretty much.
Does he
and they have
escape
to,
from
like,
prison or something like that?
They get
Maybe I have seen
arrested.
the
They
third
go
one.
to like a
Some
drug lord's
shit. I
house.
don't know.
It's not the Hangover, and I wouldn't go out of my way to see that one. But the second one had some moments.
It was
It's
just like
not as good as this.
It just
one,
felt
so-
like a copycat of the first one.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
Todd
made me mad.
Phillips does make a cameo in part 2 as well, and his name is the same as part 1. It's Mr. Creepy.
Oh my god!
That's
It's the same character.
That's his name. That's his character's
Oh.
name, Mr.
like
Creepy.
if he was my friend, I would get him a custom made tracksuit that said Mr. Creepy on the motherfucking back.
Or shave the stash.
No,
You
the
know,
stash has
lose
to
the
stay.
perm.
He has to keep all that to be creepy.
Well,
Otherwise,
yeah,
he
you
just
don't-
looks like a normal dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Normal, that's boring.
I mean, I don't know if
want
I
him
could
to
pick
be
Todd
normal,
Phillips
though.
out of a
Or
crowd
I
to
don't
begin
want him
with,
to be creepy.
so
This show has
But,
helped me recognize directors.
No, that's good.
faces.
I mean, like, I definitely know
Amazing
him.
fucking director.
Yeah,
He's
no, he-
actually like a halfway
You have a photo?
decent looking guy.
Yeah, he's a nice
He's a
older
normal looking
man.
guy.
Oh.
He
I
just-
mean,
It's a
I
sexy
wouldn't-
picture.
he likes
kinda,
to be like character.
brooding.
He ain't
Yeah.
creepy.
He doesn't
He's
look
got
creepy
like
there.
that, like
He's like a silver fox.
that's what I was gonna say. That touch of gray or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah, he is.
Don't
Could
you
be
stop.
like a leading man, but he went the director route, and hell of a director. You know,
Yeah.
he does
No,
a
I
great,
agree.
great job. He's got like 5 or 6 projects
Kiki.
in development. I know, Kiki. I'm excited
Kiki,
about
come here.
these coming movies too.
Kiki. Can I?
She loves Todd Phillips as well. She loves his films.
I felt
Yes.
you. She was very engaged in the movie we were watching. So I got like 2 fun facts about him.
Okay,
So you kind of
Really know.
probably know it.
Yeah,
Might know
well,
it.
you absolutely know it because you mentioned it.
Okay.
So the reflections in Mr. Chow's glasses
Yeah.
when he's his sunglasses
When
when
waiting-
they
when the meeting in the
show up.
Mojave.
They Meet in the Desert is a tribute to the Casino movie from 1995.
Yes, it is.
Where Nikki, aka Joe Pesci, is sitting there meeting Rothstein, aka Robert De Niro, in the desert because that's the only place.
You've been warned, pal. Don't ever fucking go behind my back again.
You've been. I told you that's my fucking Vegas
right
movie.
Wait, did you hear Sharon Stone was in Casino, right?
Yes.
Did you hear her story about that? She has a Bumble profile, and so many people reported it that Bumble took it down because they thought it was fake. But like Sharon Stone's on Bumble and getting her account deactivated. So what's the hope for the rest of us?
That's fucked up.
I know. It's just wild.
Is she putting like young pictures of?
She put like
Is she like based it in?
It's her in Casino.
Nice. Hey.
Anyways, I just read that, and
she's so cute.
Me and my fellow single gals are like, well, we're doomed. Sharon Stone can't get a date on
I'm
here.
like, who put this fake ass Sharon Stone?
They probably assume that she has a million options.
Yeah, like why does she need Bumble?
Because
you know what? It's hard out
she's
there.
tired. Maybe she wants to meet a normal guy that isn't in the film industry.
you know who other two gorgeous ass bitches are single because of that?
Huh.
We got Nia Long and Lucy Liu. These bitches can't find shit.
Lou's single?
Yeah, they can't find shit out there. They even talking about
No one's
normal ass
good enough
dude.
for them.
They're like, I just want a normal ass dude who cooks and rubs my feet when I come home. Like they can't even find that.
I'm sorry, I took us off track, but like
Damn.
Casino made me think of this story that just came up.
And let's face it,
Babe,
you're
I
no
love
Sharon
you,
Stone.
But if I was single, I would submit a resume to
for
Nia
Lucy
Long
Liu?
or Lucy Liu or Sharon Stone. They're all beautiful, wonderful women.
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking for a sugar daddy, but I'll take a sugar mama. All those women are fine. I'm down. Sorry, daddy.
They're
Mama, I know
gorgeous,
you're
talented, wonderful women.
gorgeous.
Speaking of gorgeous, talented, wonderful women,
Wait, I had one more.
I wanna hear
Zenobia
it.
has one. I was gonna say, speaking of gorgeous, talented, wonderful women, Zenobia has another
Zenobia
fun
with
fact.
the facts.
That was
Like-
a good
like the way I said that?
That was a good one. I'm gonna take it. So Todd said that the chicken in the room that we keep singing, this chicken, he clucking right, he even sits on the piano while Stu's singing. It was there because the guys somehow stole it to feed to the tiger. Oh. That was the plan.
Oh.
I mean, lucky chicken.
My question is,
but they give him the steak.
where the fuck is chickens at? Where can I get a chicken from here?
I don't know. And like that you
They
can
got it
sneak
from
one
Eddie,
into.
I don't know.
But like,
He probably knew a guy. That is true.
How
I'll
do they
give you
get
that.
Eddie seems like the
tiger
type
into
of
the
guy that
room.
knows a lot
Got
of
it from
guys.
Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they stole it from Mike Tyson's house. Maybe he has a chicken coop. I know he's got a pigeon coop.
Did he be flipping them?
He be flipping those pigeons.
He has a dude on his roof flipping pigeons.
He's got
in his
he's got
neighborhood.
7 tigers and a pigeon coop, and probably other stuff. But he's got a cute little, what is it? A Frenchie sitting in his lap when he's showing them the surveillance
footage.
video.
I don't have all day.
Should I just? Should I just go wait outside?
Yeah,
That's
that-
probably
that
a
would
good
be
idea,
best.
Alan. If I knock your ass out again.
Wait, we were talking about this earlier. Do you think like a regular person could withstand a punch in the face from Mike Tyson?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say
I'm
absolutely
gonna say
not.
absolutely not.
I'd say he'd never be able to eat again.
I mean, he'd
You're
have
a
to
strong
have. Chances
motherfucker.
are, especially in this situation, Mike Tyson is slow playing these guys, and he is angling his body perfect for a knockout punch with no glove. They say that the glove is made to protect your hand, but Mike Tyson knows how to throw a punch, as some of you might know.
Who?
Mike Tyson,
Never heard of him.
knockout king.
Oh, that game?
Oh, the little video
Yeah.
game with the
Yeah,
the game?
punch out. Yeah, the Nintendo
He a
game.
real person?
Yes.
What?
So
knew?
a punch in the jaw from Mike Tyson is gonna require rewiring of your jaw.
I would
Very, very
live
easily.
to tell the tale. But I mean,
Yeah.
maybe he's being strategic. with
5
his-
pounds of pressure on your jaw will knock you out.
I mean, Alan went through a lot that day, so maybe like a punch was just like whatever at that point. He just
Yeah.
got tased in the face. Maybe it was numb.
Yeah, and immediately he just drops.
He did just get tased. Yep.
And then like I don't remember where the crowbar came into this, but like they just
Oh,
had,
the crowbar,
Like, yeah,
Mr.
like
Chow
it's
came
just
out.
like
Whooping
a
people's
lot of
ass.
questions.
Yeah, he
it's like
gets hit
it's like
right in the
Home
head with
Alone
the crowbar.
logic. Like how did they
I
make
hate
it
Godzilla.
alive?
I hate him. He destroys everything. Doug is Doug. All right, so
I think
Oh, I have
he's
to drink,
mean.
right?
that's all I got.
You said Doug.
That's all you got?
Doug.
Doug.
Doug. That's all I got on Todd or whatever.
Simpin.
So, even though we were talking about gorgeous, successful, talented women, Zenobia included, I was about to say Rachel Harris is who I was going to start talking about.
Okay.
So she is Melissa in this. She plays a raging bitch.
She's so easy to dislike in this movie.
She is very easy to
nothing
dislike.
Lovely comes out of her mouth. Like, it's all so mean.
Everything is negative
Nasty
and
woman.
judgmental.
I'm sure we know people like her.
I don't know nobody because I
cut
just
somebody
Oh,
like
I
that
do.
out. Who?
You're not on camera.
She's
so
giving
mouth
me a
it.
look. I don't know who.
Do it in sign language.
A family member.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's coming to mind right now,
I am.
but that's probably because I've been drinking.
I mean, I got some people coming to mind, but
I mean, but like, she's like particularly nasty.
she is.
Oh, light bulb right now.
Light
Boom.
bulb.
I don't know
Well,
who it is, but
anyway.
whoever it
There
is,
are
I see that
people
person
like her.
very
Yeah,
rarely.
Need
there
help.
are people like her.
So this is really just a tribute to Rachel Harris and how good she really is.
she was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
and she doesn't always play this character, but every once in a while she pulls this character out of her tool bag. She plays a similar character, not nearly as much of a raging bitch in New Girl. She plays like the principal for a couple of seasons or something like that.
okay.
I didn't like that show.
You didn't watch that show?
I only got through like the first season. I only watched it because I knew Ashley did like some. You didn't made the
did the
swear
pilot.
the what? No, what was the jar?
The douchebag jar.
The douchebag
She made the
jar.
douchebag jar.
That's right.
Yeah, we talked
I
about
just
that.
saying. It's a white girl show. Go ahead.
I
Guy in it.
I'm just saying.
One.
mean, they switched him out in the
And
first
they-
They
episode.
switched him out.
Coach comes back once in a
Damon
while.
Wayans
Because
Jr.
he-
chose the other
The
show,
other
and they
show.
had to recast him.
To be honest with you, the other show was way fucking hilarious, and
Was it? I didn't see
yeah, was a happy ending or whatever.
Happy endings.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
hilarious.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he even gets to do a episode with his dad,
Yeah.
playing his dad.
No
Yeah,
shit.
and he's not even like a fucking like funny dude. He's like a sergeant, so he's like Major Payne shit.
Major
up in
Payne
here.
style?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is your damaged muscle head? You ignorant, you stupid, he's just plain old deaf. Yes, sir, actually he is deaf.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Okay, so Rachel Harris. I love her in this at the same time, though. Anybody that you can like unanimously hate, that's a tribute to how good they are. So she has been acting for many, many, many years. She started taking
in the
classes
90s.
probably in the late 80s. She didn't really get her first like successful breaks until like 1997.
Wow.
And since then, she has been working and working and working and working. Like right now, I think she has 3 shows that she's working on.
Right.
She's the psychiatrist on Lucifer, which she plays a psychiatrist who is like having sex with Lucifer at the same time or something like that.
I don't know this show, but that sounds wild.
Yeah,
About
like
to watch it now.
I haven't seen the show. I've got a couple friends that have been on it. I should watch it.
That's cool.
But she plays the psychiatrist, and apparently at first she doesn't know that Lucifer is a fallen angel who used to be in charge of hell. But over the course of time, she learns this, and somehow there is a sexual chemistry between the two at the same time. She's also
Get
on
it, Rachel
Suits
Harris?
right now.
Okay.
Is that show still on?
Ding.
Ding.
That show's still on. I do feel like
really
it's
good.
constantly.
I mean, I thought it was like, Meghan
It-
Markle went away and then what?
Maybe, I don't know. It's up to 2019. 9 seasons of Suits.
I think this was the very last season.
Damn, Gina.
4 seasons of Lucifer, and apparently she did some show called Mike Tyson's Mysteries recently.
Oh, you
Which
never
is
watched
on-
Mike Tyson's
I've
Mysteries?
never even heard of Mike
Who's
Tyson's
that?
Mysteries.
Mike Tyson.
I'm just okay.
I was like, I already did that stick.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, it's
I think he's mean.
It's a short. They're probably like.
I actually went to
15
a
minutes.
live
Okay.
taping of Jimmy Kimmel. He did a week in Vegas, and Mike Tyson was one of his guests. It was an interesting segment. He's apparently opening a marijuana resort in Palm Springs.
No
What?
shit.
That's perfect because there's
As
tons
to
of
if it's
dispensaries out
broken
there.
ground or not yet, that's to be determined. But like he says, he's got like a lazy river and like animals
Laziest
No.
river
and
ever.
like can you? I know, right? Can you
Holy
imagine?
shit.
That's my new birthday spot.
Nothing is getting.
Yeah.
It's not there yet, but Mike talked about it for a while, and like Jimmy was kind of like
I love Palm
cracking up talking
Springs,
about
so
it.
that sounds awesome.
Something's going on with my mic. I'm
I
trying
feel
to figure
like
it out.
I don't know if it's my earphones or not. Usually I
No,
would
you sound
tell
fine.
you.
You sound
All right.
fine.
We saw all of us?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cut all that out.
Sounds
okay.
good. It's probably just our earphones.
But the Mike Tyson mystery is like a short. It comes on like Adult Swim. It's a cartoon, and it's like
Is it Mike Tyson really in it?
yeah, it's a cartoon. So it's like Scooby Doo's mystery, and it's like Mike Tyson in like a little van with some people fucking running. Yeah, it's on
And
Adult
then every
Swim.
time they pull the mask off, it's Mike Tyson again.
No, he's
I'm just
solid in
joking.
the
I'm just
mystery. It's on Adult Swim. I've seen it a couple times. It's pretty
Well, since we're already on Mike Tyson, we can talk about his ass right now. Former
Certainly.
heavyweight champion, obviously, everybody knows all that stuff.
Yes.
So this was his first real acting role, and he didn't want to do the movie. He heard about it and he's like, no, I don't want to do that shit. Until he found out that Todd Phillips directed Old School. He's like, I love that shit. Yes, I'll do the movie.
You know another reason?
Yes, I do. But go ahead and say it.
He said that another reason why he did this movie is to fund one of his bad habits of drugs.
Oh no.
And that
Yeah.
literally every time you see him on screen, he is on cocaine.
Yes, he is.
What a surprised.
But I'll give you a surprise. Are you ready?
Yes.
After this movie came out, he saw this and he was like, I need to change my motherfucking life. And he changed his lifestyle so he's
Good.
not dependent on
So
drugs as
it
much.
had a good outcome.
Yeah, this movie essentially changed Mike Tyson's life to a certain
Changed my
trajectory.
life.
I mean,
Martin.
changed my life too. So thank you, Mike
Yeah.
Tyson.
Except that tattoo
Thank
artist.
you, Todd Phillips, for changing
Is
people's
that
lives
thing?
Wait,
with
what?
a great
Tattoo
fucking
artist.
comedy.
What I'm gonna tell
The
you?
tattoo artist sued
Oh.
the movie.
Oh, the guy who did Mike Tyson's.
Why?
Because you have to have clear. That's his art that you have to have cleared.
It's on his face. How is he supposed
Oh, you mean
to...
like for the second one?
No, for the first one, they did it without his permission.
They did what?
That shot the tattoo.
Yeah, but people have tattoos on their fucking arm all the time, and they don't ever have
Yeah,
to get
you-
No,
permission.
but a lot of people, so
See, this is why you need a mic band.
And this is why you don't get a face tattoo.
This is why you don't get a face
a
tattoo
lot of
first and
actors
foremost.
have their tattoos covered, or if a tattoo is featured on an actor, it's put there by the makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
It has
The
to
Rock
be-
has a million fucking tattoos,
Sure.
and
And
those
I'm sure
shits
they're-
pop up in
so
Jumanji
they're
and
clear
everything else.
Yeah.
because of the whole thing that happened with Mike
Jumanji.
Tyson.
Okay.
They sued Warner Brothers.
I didn't know that.
I mean, it is what
Inspiring
it is.
actors
I'm
out
gonna
there?
say-
Did they win?
Yeah,
Yeah, they won
It was a huge lawsuit.
legally, they're right.
yeah.
guess
But
so.
it's
It's on
still,
my body.
I'm gonna
I
call
feel
that a
like-
money grab regardless,
Yeah,
because
it
I know
is. It
damn well that the
definitely was.
tattoo artist isn't upset that his art was being shown.
And you got
He just-
paid.
It
He
was
saw
a
an
money
opportunity
Tyson
to get
paid
paid.
you for the
Exactly.
fucking.
You know?
Yeah,
Get your
how much
money.
did Mike Tyson get paid to
He
ruin
gave
his
him a
face?
couple hundred to do it.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
I didn't know that shit.
Wow.
I did
Damn.
not know that either.
IMDb Pro.
I'll
is
remember that before I get my
slacking.
next tattoo on a part of me that is shown all the time. But then again, I'm not
Yep.
Mike Tyson.
Inspiring actors.
Yeah,
Don't get
Inspiring-
face. Don't get face
Inspiring
tattoos.
actors playing themselves.
classic, clean, no tattoos.
I'm getting
Not
ready
a
for
never.
New Year's, y'all.
Casting,
It's time.
what's up? You don't gotta hide shit. You
I
don't
got a
need no
cousin
clearance
who-
on me.
Future cousin who's an actor, and he has problems with. He's like, if I would go back and tell my younger self, I'd be like, fuck these tattoos. I have to sit in a chair to get them fucking clean, like taken off every day.
Yep,
Not even worth it.
all of it. I
Kara's
got a buddy who
ready.
is completely.
I know.
Kara's ready.
I'm ready. I'm already in 2020 though, so it's
Oh
cool.
my
Nice.
god.
How do I look?
Adorable.
You look good. You look good.
Absolutely adorable.
I feel like I might need a refill soon. Is that
Oh,
possible?
okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I don't want to interrupt.
No, go for it. I got this.
Okay. Who are we
This is
talking
what
about
we
next?
do. We're still talking about Mike Tyson. So, yeah, after this happened, he decided, one, he's got to get clean, he's got to get sober,
Mm-hmm.
and also he wants to continue to do what he was doing. He fell in love with acting.
Because then he had a one-man show for a while.
He had a one-man show on Broadway, his like life story, which I watched it. It was
It was
good.
in Vegas for a while too.
was in Vegas,
Yeah, he
too?
had like a residency doing
Okay.
it.
Yeah. He started doing guest stars on
Undisputed.
Entourage and shit.
Yeah.
He did Undisputed. He did what's it called? Oh damn. Donnie Yen, Kung Fu
Ip Man.
movie.
Ip
Ip
Man.
Man. He did Ip Man
Second one.
2 or 3? No, it was 3.
3.
It was 3.
Sure.
See, this is why I told you need a microphone. But she didn't want a microphone. The audience can't
You can
hear
come
you.
share.
This ain't her show.
Okay, I'm definitely buzzed from this thing.
I am for sure.
Woo!
This is so fun. I hope I'm doing okay.
You're doing a
Great.
great
Oh,
job.
thank you. I appreciate
And
it.
now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects that he is working on right now.
What is Mike Tyson working on right now?
He's working on something called the
No.
The Devil May Care, in which case he plays Lucifer.
Oh.
So we have so many Lucifer
He's playing
connections
the devil.
today.
He's working on Rockland Boulevard, where he plays Coach Tyson. That's something I don't know what
It seems
that
like
means.
he's playing himself.
American Success, where he plays a guy named George.
Okay.
And Soul Business, just labeled as actor, which means that it's a secret.
Okay. This is his Oscar play right here.
Yes, absolutely. Watch. Mike Tyson's going to win an Oscar.
He's gonna be the Joker,
2025.
too.
It's going to be insane.
I mean, if you get nominated for an Antoinette Perry Award,
A what?
Antoinette
Tony.
Perry.
What's that?
That's
Antoinette
what the Tonys
Perry.
are named
That
after.
is-
Antoinette Perry.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I think we talked
Mike
about
Tyson
that.
won a Tony?
We
got
talked
nominated.
about that on
For
Little
what?
Shop of-
For his
was it
one-man
Little
show.
Shop of
Undisputed?
Horrors or Dreamgirls?
For his
I can't
one-man
remember.
show on Broadway.
I did not know he was nominated for a Tony.
Yeah, we mentioned that either on the Little Shop or the Dreamgirls episode. The history of Tony was the Tony Awards are named after Antoinette Perry.
I love
Antoinette
that.
Perry.
Antoinette
Yes.
Perry.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
love
And I was
Tonys.
just watching YouTube the other day, watching Neil Patrick Harris's opening number, one of
he
his
hosts
many,
all the
where he
time.
brings Mike Tyson on stage.
Okay, I must have missed that one.
But yeah, he still lives in Vegas. He's got 7 tigers and some pigeons and all kinds of animals.
7 tigers and some pigeons.
7 tigers. 7 freaking tigers.
Are
Why?
they gonna be at his Palm Springs resort?
They might be wandering around the
I'm
lazy
not
river.
going.
Or maybe swimming with you.
I'm not going. Hell to the... Oh, damn. Here we go. You gave me the extra, didn't you?
I did.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you kindly.
See, I didn't fill you up.
Okay. You know who I love in this movie?
Who?
Jeffrey Tambor.
Oh my gosh. He makes me sad though.
He is the father of the bride, and he is the most
He's so
understanding, chill father-in-law
Rich ass.
ever.
Because they could have taken that where like he got so pissed about the car, but he was like, oh, it's fine, it's Vegas.
Yeah, no, he's like, he understands, like, it's almost like suggested that he has had these same experiences
And it's
20,
familiar
30
with
years
him.
ago.
And he knew like this car was gonna go to
And
hell.
I think he has herpes. He made it seem like he had herpes,
Excellent theory.
right?
Zenobia called it
He had a
Jeffrey
serious ass
Jeffrey
face.
Tambor.
But I think like
has
his
herpes
chillness
in
as
The
a
Hangover.
father has played into his daughter,
Sid,
who
his name's
is
Sid.
wildly comfortable with the fact that her husband shows up at the wedding, sunburned, missing for 3 days, and it's just like, I'm sorry. And she's like, it's cool. I've been like, what? Is that the
Motherfucker.
wedding? What the
Yeah, I
hell?
wouldn't have like walked down the aisle without talking to him.
And I've been like, why
I
do you
mean,
look like
technically,
this?
they just fast forward past that part. Like, what the fuck? They
No,
walk through the
that's-
front door and she's in the
At
living
the
room.
altar, she's
Yeah,
like, where
she's
were
like,
you?
Where were you?
That's true.
She does, and
That's
then he's
true.
like, I'll tell you later. And he's like, I'm sorry, I
mean,
love
he-
you. I'll never do that again. And then he does it again.
He
Number
does it
2.
again. He does do it again.
I
Can't
wouldn't
take
even
that
come
away
back
from
for
me.
number 2. I'm like,
Anyways,
if I'm not
Jeffrey
in the whole
Tambor's
movie-
like
Jeffrey
characteristic,
Tambor's all about
like
it,
his
though.
chill passed on to his daughter. I'm like, good for you all, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like, no.
Like, the whole time that they're absent and, like, not answering their phone calls, Sid is there making excuses up for him. Like, he's
Yeah.
probably on a heater,
Yeah.
and you never walk away from the table
Like when she's at the
you're on
pool
a
and she's
heater.
like, oh, why can't I talk to my husband? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. Okay. I'm like, where is he?
I'd be like, I don't want to talk to your fine ass Bradley.
I mean, maybe that's why she was like, oh, it's cool.
I want to marry him.
a lot of people
Well, we
do.
know. Okay, so this week I've been watching the extended version, so I can't remember what's in the real version. But do they talk about like with the dad and Doug with the card? Is that scene? in
I
it?
feel
No.
it's not in there, but I read
It's
that
on the
fact.
extended version.
Oh.
But he goes in and he tells them, like, let me tell you about the car. I'm like, so sorry. And he was like, well, I just wanted to tell you that we're giving you the car as a wedding gift.
Nice.
So he
Okay.
really,
That's definitely in the extended version.
Yeah.
That's
he-
in the extended version, and I see why they cut it out, because it is a ripoff from License to Drive.
you're right.
1988, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
The Coreys.
At the end of the movie, Corey Haim finally tells his dad what he's done to the car, and his dad is like, well, you know what, son? You're 16 years old, and you wanted a BMW, and so here you go, you got it.
You better be a 16-year-old in Stanford before I buy you any nice ass car.
Or I guess your son-in-law, like,
Well, he's rich. I get that. He's a grown ass
Yeah.
man. I can give you a nice car.
yeah. But once
Even
again,
though you fucked it
the
up.
spirit of chill. Like, they must have gone to Mike Tyson's resort.
Moral of the story, I love Jeffrey Tambor in this movie.
Moral of the story,
Especially
I'm
when he
going
walks
to.
down the aisle. Or when he meets him at the aisle.
That was a
And he's
fun
trying to
response.
apologize to him. He's like, Sid, I don't know what to tell you, this, that. And he's like, shh, shh, shh. Vegas.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
One.
It's Vegas.
Why are you going a couple days before your wedding?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Thank you. I totally agree. Who has their bachelor party 48 hours before? And
And
also
I
the
thought a lot
drive
of
back
people
in
did
3.5 hours.
Who
I'm
goes?
not saying I agree with it, but don't a lot of people do
I feel
that?
like a long time ago people did it like close to their wedding, but
People
now
are
it's like
being smarter about it, doing it like
maybe
a
the
few
Hangover
weeks
inspired
before.
people to not do it so close to their wedding. Like maybe that started a trend.
And they were going for a day. Like they were only there
Divorce
for a day.
rates high enough
yeah,
as it is.
yeah, exactly. Like go have a regular bachelor party or bachelor
Oh
party.
my lord.
Okay, so
Wait.
when was the first time you guys saw Jeffrey Tambor in something?
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
But actually, maybe How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah, that's
Because he was
it.
mayor of Whoville.
There's something else on that one.
I've
what
seen
else?
him much before then.
What?
But maybe you said it.
Say it, bitch.
Well, Life Stinks with Mel Brooks was probably the first
Which
thing
one?
that I saw him in.
Nah.
Life Stinks.
I haven't seen that one.
This is an 80s movie where Mel Brooks is like the Thurston Howell of Los Angeles, and somehow Jeffrey Tambor swindles him out of all of his money and makes him homeless. And he plays the giant
Isn't that what he
douchebag.
does in Arrested Development? He like
Also,
swindles money and then pretends to be missing.
He plays the dad in Heavyweights.
Yeah. He had hair then.
I would
Yeah,
have
hair
not
back then.
remembered
He's in
that.
something about Mary. Who was he in that?
And Something About Mary?
Go up.
I don't know what he was in Something About Mary. Oh, 3 O'Clock High. That's what I was trying to think of. So you know how they made, what is it called? Fist Fight with Charlie Day and Ice Cube recently?
Yeah.
That is a remake of the
It
80s
is.
movie 3 O'Clock High,
Yeah.
in which case Jeffrey Tambor plays one of the teachers and gets knocked the fuck out by a student.
We should do that cute movie. That's
That's a
funny.
great
and I
movie.
love Charlie Day.
Oh, that one too.
I love when he does like the dance with his daughter.
Is that the one like I always see on YouTube of like the kid going up and singing like a really inappropriate song? Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Possibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him and his daughter like
Yeah,
dancing.
exactly.
Possibly.
Yo.
But yeah, Jeffrey Tambor's still doing his thing, and I love when he plays himself on Entourage because he's just a pain in Ari's side. He's like, "Well, talk to me. What's going on? What are you doing for lunch today?" He's like, "Jeff, I got work to do. I get calls for you all the time. You don't want to do these. Well, don't worry about it. How's your wife doing?" Like, dude, back off.
We ain't
I
friends.
get shit to do. We're not friends.
Wait, friends.
Well, I don't think we can work together anymore. I got to think about this. Did he just fire you? Yeah. He fires me all the time. Don't worry, it won't
He'll be
stick.
back. Are you ready
Nah.
for a fun fact?
Yes, queen,
Yeah.
serve
Fun
it to me.
Because it's been a minute. So Caesar Palace.
Caesar's Palace.
After this movie came out, they got a lot of people thinking that they were funny. And they would be like,
Oh,
did the real Caesar live here?
I
Such a dad
would-
joke.
Do you know?
Wait, you did that?
No. Okay, we did it for a bachelorette party once. I'm sorry, we did it. I'm sorry. Okay, but can
You're
I?
one of these people.
Can I say something about Caesar's Palace real quick? Like, okay, from a PR perspective, and this movie was made long before I moved here and wasn't even knew I wanted to do PR. What they did was risky, being a part of this movie. Like, I think if they would have seen the script, because like you have to think at the end of the day, it was a hotel. Like, how is this going to affect my brand? And I think it was like a risk for them to be doing like such a crazy movie, and it paid off. Like,
Yeah,
I think
they
that
gambled
that
and they won.
hotel's, profile and people wanting to stay there, it just went crazy. Like, I remember my friends and I made my first 21-year-old trip to Vegas, and we were driving in, like, we looked for the mileage sign, like, the one they drive past when they're like 256 miles Vegas or whatever. And like, we wanted to go to Caesar's Palace, and like, oh my gosh, those poor people at the hotel desk probably still to this day have to answer if Caesar
do.
really lives here. But I mean, like, I think what they did was awesome, and like it's
Yeah.
something that most big brands would have probably been afraid of because it
Yeah,
had
for
like
sure.
but I think like it didn't make the hotel look bad at all.
I don't think it did. I think it.
And I read that the suite was filmed elsewhere,
Yeah.
so it's not like actually at Caesar's Palace.
No.
Yeah, like they.
This is how I feel about using real brands in your movies. If you are a casino in Las Vegas, pretty much it's Sin City. So whatever happens, it's not going to look bad on your hotel unless the problem in the movie is something happens with the hotel. That's the only time I wouldn't use it, because just having the front of your hotel shown, it's gonna bring people in. Like, you know,
I'll agree with that.
yeah, like we talked about it in Clueless, how California Pizza Kitchen
I remember
didn't
listening
want to
to that.
fucking use them to have.
I didn't know
them talk
California
about it.
Pizza Kitchen was around.
Me neither, but we would have
But
if they were in Clueless. Now,
They
wouldn't
weren't a
we?
household name back then.
Yeah, no, it's super true. But like, I mean,
They should have
this
did
puts-
it.
I mean,
and the reason why they did it was because they didn't want to talk about fellatio at the restaurant. But if you would have did that, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old me would have been like California Pizza Kitchen.
yeah, and
All
that's
day.
what this movie did for Caesar's Palace. Like,
Exactly.
Caesar's is a iconic Las Vegas staple,
It
and
is.
like that,
It's
this
been here
just
forever.
like reestablished its brand, and like this is the place you go to party and have a
go to
great
party.
time and get good customer service. Look at like Lisa was awesome. Like she upgraded them to a penthouse.
She did.
And it just was like, I think that's cool. The only discrepancy I noticed is like when they're checking in, there's no like massive like line behind
Line.
them.
There's no
That's
line.
true.
There's
I was
no
like,
line.
that's the
Very
only
true.
thing I see wrong with this picture.
Do you know if your hotel is pager friendly?
What do you need?
I mean, like, do you have a phone
I'm not
bank?
getting a sig on
I'm
my
not getting
paper.
the paper.
There's a phone in here.
No, but I mean,
That'll work.
props to Caesars because like that is a risk, and they took it, and I think it paid off
So
tenfold.
I just want to personally apologize to any person who works at the hotel, at the front desk,
oh,
the
they're used.
bartender.
I think when they do their
They know what they
training, they
signed
gotta
up for.
warn them.
Every
You gotta
day,
get this
I'm
question.
sure someone asks them one of those two dumbass questions.
That's the two
And they're like,
questions.
ha ha ha.
I
Never
would just
heard that
look at the
one. Did
person
you make
like-
that up?
They're like, yes, he does. He was from here. I'm gonna switch it up.
Yeah.
You can go see him as a moving statue. And
I love the
Farm
movie
shops.
statues. I do. I do. Can I give you another fun fact?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. So this movie is on the 101 movie list of must see before you die.
I'd agree with
I
that.
thought it was 1001.
What'd I say?
101.
I'm on drink number 2, bitch. Adi-
1,000 movies.
1,000 movies.
1,001
There's,
movies to
Like,
see
there's
before you
way more than 100 movies that
I was
you
about
need
to
see
say
before you
though.
die.
I mean, like, I would agree. I think this is.
I mean, I need to actually look at this list because I
At the
probably have
time
seen
that
half
this
of them.
movie released, before Ryan Reynolds came out with
Deadpool? Yeah.
it was the highest grossing
And Beverly Hills
R-rated
Cop was the other
comedy
one, yeah.
of all time. Before that, it
That's
was
the
Beverly Hills
first
Cop.
big
Exactly.
ass R-rated comedy.
crazy.
Boo, do, 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 do.
I mean, but you
80
just.
month.
September.
All right.
We got
On
a
it.
ways to go again.
I think with like the Hangover, it's like there's just not movies like it anymore. It's like a completely original concept. It's not a reboot. It's not a remake.
Nope.
It's not based off a book. It's just like, I mean, I know it's based off of like a friend's experience.
A friend's experience,
But I
exactly.
mean, but whatever. Like
But
most things are.
I think that's why this movie was so fast tracked. This movie
Yeah.
got made inside of 2 years. That is very
That's
fast
crazy.
for a movie.
Yeah.
It was on the blacklist, which
go. I was
for most people that don't know, the blacklist is a list comprised of a lot of scripts that are floating around Hollywood that have yet to be produced and made yet. They're the best ones. They're the best of the best scripts that are in Los Angeles that have yet to be made.
So this
In
one was on the
2007.
2007 list.
Then
yeah.
it got fast
Oh, wow.
tracked to be filmed in 2008, and then it was released in 2009. That is very, very fast for a movie to be
You want to
made.
know how long it took to film it?
How long?
It's 15 days here in Vegas.
Uh-huh.
Total of 3 months.
Damn,
Okay.
Gina.
I mean, that's cool. They filmed
Yeah.
a lot of it in Vegas.
Yeah.
They did do a lot of it. in
Because
Vegas.
a lot of Vegas movies, like, they film in other sound stages or like they make it to
Right.
look or like represent something. But I think it's cool.
No, they straight up filmed it.
Because like
on
when I'm watching
location.
it, or when I was watching, because I don't think I had rewatched The Hangover since I moved to Las Vegas, and just to like, I know, which is, I mean, I had seen that movie so much, it was just like,
I feel you.
But I mean, just to see like, I know exactly where they are, like that's pretty cool, and like I could see what was under construction when they were building it. Like I think the scene,
So you see what it looks like now versus what
yeah,
it looked like then.
or like
But
where
when
her
back
apartment
then, she
is.
still knew what it looked like. She came every summer.
Yeah, no, I came all the time, and so I think it's just neat that it's such a relatable destination, and like the city changes every year, but it's still you can recognize it
I
from
feel
anywhere.
you.
I got a question.
Because I
Yes.
do that with San Francisco.
Where is the best little chapel?
The Best Little Chapel's on Las
that in
Vegas
there?
Boulevard. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah,
It's a real chapel?
if it's named the Best Little Chapel, I'm not sure, but like it's a real Vegas chapel. Because if
It's
you
not
go
the
down,
little white little chapel.
no, well, there's a little white chapel. I think that's the
Little
one
White
where
Chapel.
that's
Where
where Michael
Elvis?
where Michael Jordan got married.
Michael
Elvis.
Jordan got married in Vegas?
one time. I don't
Britney
remember.
Spears?
Britney Spears, yeah.
Where your mom wants to get married.
That's one.
What?
Do it.
I've always wanted to go
my
there.
mama?
That's why I asked how much it costs.
I want
right.
I want her to have an
Lyft driver
Elvis.
was talking about this last night when she was bringing
Like,
us
get
over here
married
from
in a
the
car, Zen and I'll be in the back seat,
Yeah.
and we'll be your witnesses because you have to have a witness, or they like bring someone out to witness.
Yeah, they'll
So you
bring
get
people
married in
waiting.
the car?
You
Yeah,
can get
there's
married
a
in a
drive-thru.
drive-thru.
What the fuck?
Oh,
There's a
Jason,
drive-thru.
the wedding industry in Vegas is so fascinating because we're still the wedding capital of the world.
And the most annulled.
Probably. Poor Clark County.
I'll give you a good deal.
Of course I don't know this. It's gonna break my
like,
heart. You make me very sad,
if
but
you
I
go
make
down-
a very good price for you.
If you're going to Las Vegas Boulevard from like the strip to downtown, like there is just wedding chapel, wedding chapel, wedding
Yeah.
chapel, like,
No
and they're all
shit.
like that. And so I mean, there's somewhere you can rent a dress. Like
Yeah.
there's somewhere Elvis will marry you. Like the wedding
That's
industry here is
hilarious.
wild.
If I'm not mistaken, Elvis was married at the Little White
He
Chapel
was,
house.
yeah.
And then
Him and
you can get an Elvis person to marry you.
Yeah, him and Priscilla were married.
Him and
in Vegas.
Priscilla.
Korean Elvis.
I'll take Korean Elvis. He was killing it.
Okay,
It's like a
I want the
circle.
Shaft wedding.
It's like a circle.
It's like a
Can we
Fresh
do
Prince.
I mean, according to some people, Elvis is
Who
still
is
married
black
people,
Philly man?
so
He's
like
gonna
the real
take this
Elvis.
fine woman's hand.
Babe, it's like a
Well,
circle.
oh, Smith.
I mean, if we
Damn.
have a few
Will
more,
Smith.
if we have any more adioses, maybe we can talk Ashley and Jason into.
Whoa.
No.
No.
We've waited way
If
too
it worked
long.
for Stu and Jade,
No. It's
And he looks so happy in
Great,
those
man.
pictures.
Very tight.
Okay, I
teeth
know-
like
let me-
that,
let
but
me
that's
point
because she
out-
had the baby.
Let me bring out. I know you're listening, Lily, Jason's
Oh,
mom.
Mom.
hi Lily, hi Rodney.
It's not. Here we go.
Rodney's not listening.
But you know,
I know he's not.
her partner.
Rodney, get your ass off this episode. You had your chance.
we know you're still listening.
If he's listening, that'd be the fun. Get in contact with me.
Is it weird that I'm picturing Rodney to look like Lil Rel?
You were so fucking close. You are so fucking close.
Uh-oh.
21-year-old me was
Lily
like
is
all
listening.
about him.
Hey, Lily.
Mom.
No, because her and George, her partner, just celebrated 22 years together.
They did just celebrate 22
Congratulations.
years.
George did say I held it to his word. I looked him in the eye and said, "Everything you're saying, I'm gonna take to your word." He said, "I'm ready. So like next time we go to Vegas, whenever we go to Vegas, I'm gonna marry your mom." I'm like, okay, we're gonna take you to
If
Vegas.
I'm
Now-
not there, I'm gonna be very pissed.
You
If I'm
gotta
not in the back
understand.
seat of the pink convertible you drive through in,
I need
so
you.
help me.
Y'all
I
gotta
need you to
understand.
hold
George
me up
likes to
'cause
tell
I'll be
tall
drunk.
tales.
I was about to
But-
say I could.
George tells some
If
tall
we
tales.
take him to
But if you
Vegas-
call him on it, he
Yeah.
will go through with it.
That's true.
Yes.
I'm,
What's he?
this
At the
isn't
same
all
time, she's gonna
called.
want all her kids there,
And
all her
exactly.
nieces
Everyone's
there,
gonna
all her
wanna be
nephews there, all
So
her
that's why I asked
grandkids.
how much it costs for a wedding at the Little White Chapel.
It wasn't that much.
It's
It was
not
like
that
600
much.
bucks. something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not that
Oh,
much.
it's ridiculous. Like you just are paying for the license on the
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Anyways,
but George ain't listening.
Anyways, it's being planned.
You know,
George,
listen,
it's happening.
Mom, I am so sorry
George is 2020.
for all of this right now.
2020 marriage. 22 years, 2020.
We fall in
Vegas.
love this year.
I can't do nothing about this, Mom. I'm on my second drink, and this is a doozy of a drink.
I just want to be
This
a
is
bridesmaid.
literally 4 alcohols with a splash of Sprite. Excuse me, 5.
See,
Rodney, get the recipe.
so
I haven't thought about that bitch in like 9 years, and
why
here
gotta
you
be a
go.
bitch?
Are we together?
Maybe he's on the cover of Forbes right now. I don't know.
I know he not.
Rodney's doing his thing.
I know he ain't.
For being a scrub. For
For
taking anyone to see The Hangover,
so-
which introduced us to this podcast.
He did. He did.
Thank you, Rodney. You may leave.
Thank you.
Dismissed.
That's all I needed him for.
The reason why I bring up the best little chapel is because Brian Callen is the man who plays Eddie.
Eddie! Why you don't hug me?
Look at
when,
this
like,
guy! You're
when-
fucking crazy!
This guy's the crazy
When
guy.
Alan gives him like the
craziest
super
bastard
passionate
I
hug.
ever
Because
met in my life.
he, like-
Last night thought he was gonna eat my dick. What's the matter? No love for Eddie. You don't hug me. Eddie
He
is
just
played
did
by
hug
Brian
him.
Callen.
He just like pats him on the back.
This guy is a fantastic fucking character actor, fantastic comedian. One of his first movies he ever did was by Todd Phillips.
What was it?
Borat? Oh,
No.
sorry. No.
Old school before that was.
He was in Old School. He's
Who
the
is
waiter. He's like,
Oh.
okay, there's
I need
one
to see Old
pecan
School
pie
again.
and one coffee for you, and don't worry, for the Godfather, it's always
It's
on
on
the
the
house.
house.
Is he
You're
actually
right.
from another country? Like
No,
No.
no. Well,
Why does he have an accent?
'Cause he does good ones.
He is Caucasian.
this
However, he was born in the Philippines.
He's Filipino?
He's not Filipino.
Oh.
He's probably an army brat.
He is Irish and Italian, but like you said, I think he is an army brat
probably an
because he
army
moved
brat.
around a lot until he was like 14 or 15.
That sounds like
and
it.
then he went to school in Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, but he does a lot of stand-up comedy. He also has one of the best fucking biographies on IMDb Pro I've ever read.
Read it to me.
He probably wrote it himself.
He did write it himself. I will read this shit
I
to you,
think of him
'cause it's
from Mad
hilarious.
TV. I think of him from Mad TV. That's my first memory of him.
Okay.
Right? He was on there. Yeah.
Let me find it for you.
He was on
'cause
Mad
There's a
TV?
whole lot
Yeah,
about it.
for probably the whole series, if not like the majority of it.
So, his biography says, wait, nope, that's not it. I gotta read the whole thing. Let me find it for you.
He was on there with Keen Peele, man.
So, born in Philippines, Callan spent the first 14 years of his life overseas in countries like India, Pakistan, Lebanon, Greece, Saudi Arabia before moving to the U.S. He went to high school in Massachusetts and earned his BA in history at the American University of Washington, D.C. I'm amazed that I'm reading this well after these drinks.
Yeah, you're doing
I'm
good.
amazed
You're
I'm
doing
listening.
Brian
well after these
Callen
drinks.
has spent the last 17 years in Los Angeles fighting traffic because that's where he seems to find the most work. Parentheses, Brian Callen is also writing this, but making it seem like someone else
I knew it.
is writing this
called it.
by referring
Yeah.
to himself in the third person. Callen got his start as an original cast member of Mad TV.
He's the
Told
original
you.
cast member?
Yes, he
Told you,
was.
he was on there for the.
He then
Wow.
went on to play
I
numerous
miss Mad
roles
TV.
on the small and big screen, including Old School, Bad
it.
Santa,
Yep.
Sex and the City,
Yep.
Entourage. I
Yep.
love him in Entourage. He's fucking blind and Ari fires him.
Did he have an accent?
No, he's straight up white. Californication, Seventh Heaven, King of Queens, Stacked, Las Vegas, West Wings, News Radio, Significant Other, CSI, NYPD Blue, Suddenly Susan, and Frasier. He recently finished a
was a
2-season
Frasier.
character arc on USA's In Plain Sight. Callen is not a famous actor, but sometimes people look at him and they scream, Bilson, from How I Met Your Mother.
Who's Wilson?
You don't know who Bilson is?
I mean, I watched it.
He's Barney's boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
right.
since that's the character he played on several episodes of How I Met Your Mother, his
He
most
was in there for a
recent
while.
TV role was Captain Frank Dashiell, leader of
The Wolf Pack.
Undead Task Force in the short-lived but critically acclaimed MTV comedy Death Valley. He's been recognized for that role exactly 4 times, but who cares since he's been most recognized for over 1 million times, I'm guessing, as Eddie, the Middle Eastern owner of the wedding chapel in a little movie called The Hangover.
Ah,
Not to
heard
mention,
Brian.
this is a fun fact, his role as Samir in The Hangover 2. So he plays 2 characters in this world. He plays Samir in The Hangover 2.
Isn't that his brother?
Nope, it's him.
No,
Doesn't
I mean,
he have a twin?
No, I'm talking about isn't
Eddie's
he Eddie's brother?
Oh,
Samir is
I haven't
Eddie's
seen
brother.
part 2.
I feel like it's been a minute.
I
actually went
don't
to the
remember
theater to go see
anything
that.
from that movie other than like the scene with the ping pong balls. Or is that in that movie? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Only part burned in my brain.
It says here where he played basically the exact same character, only Samir had thick curly hair and darker skin, which is
maybe-
exactly a good look on Callen considering his Irish-Italian heritage has left him with ruddy complexion and thinning mouse brown hair. His most recent role on the Brink screen was in the Lionsgate drama Warriors. I fucking love that movie, where
Okay.
he did an excellent job playing himself, which he did not play himself. But he plays a great fucking character in that movie.
Does he play a badass?
He does.
That's why.
Wait, so I mean, like,
That's what he
okay,
said.
that's another thing
But
that
he
like
is a badass. He's a man's man, you might say, to a degree.
that's another thing that wouldn't translate from 2009 to now is if you had a non-Middle Eastern person playing a Middle Eastern person.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say, between acting gigs, Callen spends his time powerlifting, taming lions, vanquishing evil, and making people laugh as a stand-up comic. That's why he can currently be seen on Showtime performing a stand-up comedy special called Man Class.
Brian,
Yes.
the most illustrious
Did
career.
he mention he's got a really big role in the upcoming feature Ride Along?
Okay.
Right along? Like, didn't that come out already?
Well, this was probably written like
All I wanna
7
say
years
is-
ago.
I mean,
That is the best.
That's a really
pretty
good
great.
biography, right?
I am so glad you wrote it yourself, and you told us you wrote it yourself. That's hilarious.
I mean, like, yeah,
was
that's
well done.
IMDb.
Yeah, it was
that's
well
why you
done.
get IMDb Pro, so you can see the bios they wrote about themselves.
I don't know. I'm gonna look on to see how much I can.
I fucking love this guy though.
I
Every
love
time
him
I
too.
see him, I'm very excited to see what he does.
Yeah.
Because he's a great character actor. I love him as Bilson. I love him in Entourage. I love him in Old School. I love him in this. I love the guy. And I've seen his comedy special. It's fucking funny as hell.
I love anybody that comes off of Mad TV and is still working.
Yeah.
And when I see him, I'll be like, "Oh
John
shit, girl.
Leguizamo, what's up? Johnny
Okay.
Legs, still working.
Key and Peele, bitches.
Them
They're
too.
on Mad TV.
They
They were
on
towards the
TV.
last
Let's go play
seasons.
the Stewart. No, that's Saturday Night
Ooh,
Live.
I like-
Oh, we know there was a Stewart.
Stewart.
There was Stewart. There's two Stewarts. There was Saturday Night Live Stewart and Mad TV.
Okay. Yeah, when I was younger, I definitely loved Mad TV over
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live
Yep.
until I got older, and Mad TV left, and I had no choice.
They did.
That's
recently
Fox's
do a
fault.
comeback.
They did?
And they're
Yeah.
rebooting it
They rebooted it.
Oh shit!
as Mad
It's on
Magazine went
Fox?
away.
Yeah.
On Fox? Oh, okay. Well, shit. Can I give you a fun fact?
Yes, because I'm about to move on to the doctor.
Oh, you already gave that.
I
Three
didn't
sets
give
of
nothing.
twins and a dummy that plays baby. Okay, I gave you. You already stole my fun fact that was on there. I got another one.
I throw them out as they come along.
You do. Okay. So this is a very funny story. So one of the Mercedes that they used, I believe it's probably like one of the banged up ones, was stolen off of the lot that it was being held at.
That's right.
And they were kind of pissed about it. But the next day, they did some just shots.
Exterior shots.
Exterior
They were
shots
doing exterior shooting.
of the town and people.
Been B-roll. Yeah.
B-roll. And they were stuck in traffic. And
Yeah.
they realized that they were stuck in traffic because cops had stopped somebody and was arresting them.
Yeah.
And as they're passing it, they realized that the car that's sitting there is their Mercedes that
Oh,
was stolen
no.
off the lot. So
Yeah.
they had to go and be like, hey, this is our fucking car. And they're like,
This is why we can't have nice things.
this is exactly why we can't have nice things. People in Vegas just stealing shit.
They were having the real life hangover.
They were having the real life hangover.
the
like
opposite.
stealing
They
the
stole
cop
the
car.
Mercedes.
How you
not the
gonna
cop car.
steal a show car that's
But-
still being filmed?
How you gonna steal a show car that's already fucked up? It was
Yeah,
already
it's, like, not
dented
in good
up and shit.
shape.
Yeah, it was not in good
Fix
shape.
it.
Yeah, they had very specific dents
Probably
in the
gonna sell
car
the-
for continuity
Yeah.
reasons, and that's why it was so
Sell it for
easily
parts.
recognized. Like, motherfucker, this is our car.
I put that dent in it
Which,
right
by
there.
the
What
way, the
fuck?
car
Excuse
is
me.
a 65
Leslie Chow did this.
Yes.
Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow.
Leslie Chow. I'm glad you brought him up because that's the next person we're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, that's him in the doctor. Yeah, I know. Ken Jeong.
I didn't
Ken?
write that he's a doctor because I feel like you
Yes.
should know that by now.
Yeah,
Dr.
Ken
Ken, he had his own fucking show.
Fully licensed
That
doctor.
lasted like what, like 3 episodes?
It still was a show. Oh, okay.
That's more than I got.
One, just go to Netflix and look at his fucking stand-up comedy. He
does
talks
a
about it
good
all the time.
job.
Did a good
like
I mean,
his
I love The
stand-up.
Masked Singer.
I love the Math Girl.
I haven't
Like
seen it yet.
It's a reality show. I don't feel like you would.
I don't think you.
It's
they-
not my.
They
it's
put
not my
real
thing.
celebrities in huge
Okay, let's
costumes.
put real celebrities in quotation. I haven't finished this season though, so it's spoiled.
Okay,
Sounds
fucking
like-
Patti LaBelle was on there.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not a
true.
real celebrity.
And,
not all of
Gladys
them, though.
Knight.
That's like
Not all of
saying
them,
that
no.
lip sync battle gets real
T-Pain.
celebrities.
That's true.
Yeah,
No,
they-
this is
season
like
one
people
they
who
did.
need a career
One,
comeback.
T-Pain fucking won.
The monster. I
He
know.
won.
Oh, no.
I
I
don't
He's
know
a-
how the game is played.
You don't see the people.
Okay.
They sing a
They're
song
in like
and they perform.
They're like Disneyland-esque costumes.
yeah, they're in big
Okay.
furry outfits.
or the furries.
Yeah, and they sing a song. People, I'm not getting into that. People vote on who they like and they don't like, and
Okay.
then whoever at the end of the show gets the least amount of votes has to take their head off. So
Ah,
sometimes you're
okay.
listening to them and you're like, that sounds like fucking Patti LaBelle.
But how do you figure out who the other people are?
Everyone. Okay, so they have an esteemed panel of judges, and Ken Jeong, Robin Thicke,
Is-
Nicole Scherzinger, and Jenny McCarthy are all the judges, and
Those
they
are the
make
cut judges.
literally the worst guesses ever.
It's
and then
funny.
I mean, like sometimes they'll be like kind of close. Robin
They run
Thicke's
out
not a
of
bad
guesses.
Robin
guesser.
Thicke is probably the best one. Ken is off the charts.
Ken is like, he kept thinking, who was it? Who was the costume? They kept thinking it was Bjork, and it was not Bjork. And he's like, welcome Bjork to the Masked
Welcome,
Singer.
Bjork.
Who the fuck is Bjork?
Who's
Bjork.
Bjork?
She's an like Icelandic singer. She wore the
Yeah.
swan dress.
I'm sorry?
The Oscars.
Where were you in the 90s, early 2000s?
That's
Anyways, Ken Jeong's the worst guesser ever.
He's the funniest person
And
on
then
that.
Okay.
he always references. I almost forgot he was in The Hangover because he references Dr. Ken so much on that show. I'm like, nobody watched it. But like, no,
Because
Hangover
his name
was
is Dr. Kid,
but
man.
Hangover was like a breakout role for him.
It was.
What was that? He was in Knocked
He was
Up.
in Knocked Up before.
Playing
He was a real doctor.
a doctor.
He was playing a real doctor.
Do you smoke? Do you just a little bit, like, even a puff? Because if you do, I won't be your doctor. Remember, he was like the intense ass doctor.
Yeah. Not only that, I will say that 2009 in general was a very big year for him.
What else was he in that year?
In that year, he was in Couples Retreat.
Love it.
Yeah, great fucking
I never
movie.
saw that one.
And somehow my computer froze, so I forgot all the other shit that he was in.
No, I remember that was like the year of Ken for sure, because it was like
That
he
was
was
the
an
year of
actual
Ken.
doctor, and then
Yeah,
he
he's
became
an actual
Leslie
doctor,
Chow, and just
so he played, I guess, a psychiatrist in Couples Retreat. But
He-
still,
He had a performance where someone choked or something happened while he's literally on stage. He had to stop what he was doing, jump down on the stage, and like help this person out. And then he
Nice.
got back on the stage and was like, "Yeah, I just had to save somebody real quick." And you're like,
we
Where
love
was
a
I?
helpful
"Where
king.
was this?" Yeah.
tonight is a good night to have
A doctor
episode,
doing
a doctor.
comedy.
Yeah.
No.
No, he's so funny.
If it
in
was
this
Kevin
movie,
Hart,
though.
he would just yell at you and make fun of you.
He could like, he's so
He's
tiny, he
dead.
could like crawl down your throat and like pull the piece of food
Let me
out.
get it.
Oh, the other movie I was thinking of was Role Models.
Yeah.
also was in Role Models in
Gosh, that's when I
2009.
learned what LARPing was.
Crown, dude.
Oh, he was the king, huh?
Uh-huh. He
I
was the
love
king.
that fucking movie.
As well as Pineapple Express and Step Brothers.
Pineapple Express. That's
But yes, Knocked Up was his first big breakout role.
yeah.
Just a little puff. I will not be your doctor, okay? Can I give you a not so fun fact? Kind of fun.
Is it about Crazy Rich Asians? Because I love him in that.
No.
Okay.
Oh, he was the dad in that.
He's the dad.
This is about Ken himself. So Ken's wife had breast cancer,
Yes, she did.
and she was going through chemo
During the Hangover?
During
Yep.
the Hangover,
Mm-hmm.
and Ken like really felt bad of being here instead of being in LA with his family. So when he had some time off, he would go home, and someone who would drive him from here to there was my sexy ass Bradley Cooper. Would fill the car and drive Ken all the way so that he could spend time with his wife.
That's why Bradley Cooper's a treasure.
He's a fucking national treasure, bitch.
I'm sure we'll get to this in a minute. We need to stop portraying him as a douche in movies.
No, I like his douche.
I mean, but it's like,
But I know that he's
I
not
mean, we
a
all been there,
douche.
done that.
He's played a
like,
wide range of characters.
I
He's in a
know
wide
he's not
range
a
of
douche
douches.
in real
Yeah.
life.
We're gonna get to that.
okay,
'cause
anyway,
I
sorry,
do
but
wanna
like,
talk about
but
that.
he's just such a gem.
Yeah, he really is. I will say that I respect Bradley Cooper
That's
a great
so
deal.
cool.
So yeah, so he would drive him down to go see his wife, and he even invited them to spend the holidays with him and his family. Like, hey, come on! I know you guys are having some downtime. Plus, he's
If I'm not
making more
correct,
money than him, probably.
Mistaken. Didn't they all spend the holidays together? Stu,
Oh, I don't know.
Zach Galifianakis, Bradley Cooper, and Doug.
I heard that him and Ken did, but I didn't hear anything of that. So like,
Oh, okay.
Ken also said that it got him through this horrible period in his life, and that he was like really grateful for it. And as of the wrap of this movie, Ken's wife is cancer free.
I
He
love
absolutely
that.
is.
So yeah,
That's so
nice
cool.
little story.
Because I know he's a
there.
big family man. And
Yeah.
so that,
Yes,
that
yeah.
had to suck when
Right.
you're having like this huge moment in your career and then you have to deal with personal stuff.
What was his wife's name? Like Kim Ho or something? On the stand up. I can't remember now. It's been like a couple months since. But her name was like, he was like, yeah, I could call my wife a hoe. Because her maiden name was
And then-
Kim
And
Ho.
there were two girls
Oh.
sitting in the front row.
He's like, "What's your
whose last
name?"
names were Ho.
He said, what's your name? Last
That's
name?
right. I do
Ho?
remember that.
Oh, that's the plant.
Yeah. So watch the stand up. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
No, I like Ken too.
Um, the last thing I'll say is that he took a leap of faith. He was a fully licensed doctor, making a good living, and he quit to pursue his acting career. And I cannot
I'm glad you did.
congratulate him more for doing that, because
him.
becoming an actor is not an easy
He
thing
wa-
to do,
he was
Especially
probably-
for an Asian actor.
Yeah.
especially for an Asian actor.
He
3% of
A
casting
male
is Asian.
actor. Yeah.
I believe
He's
it.
Patch Adams, man. He saw that he was helping people with his comedy. He was like, fuck that shit.
Yep.
Plus,
Well, he's working for Kaiser.
I was like, plus,
So he was stuck
if it
in the
didn't work
system.
out, if it didn't work out, this acting
He has a
thing, he gave it
fallback.
like 2
Yeah.
years. He can go be a doctor almost anywhere.
Possibly. Or probably.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I can get that.
Wears many hats.
He wears many hats.
But regardless, money was running out.
It was.
You know,
And he had to get
took
his...
a long time. Between 2007, he booked 4 jobs.
Wow.
And
No,
now
each
he's
one of
on the
those
Masked
jobs-
Now he's
Singer.
on the Masked Singer.
And now he's on that. Now he's fucking
guessing if
on
it's
top of the
Layla
world.
Ali or
Killing it.
Ninja wearing a
Killing
mask.
it. So I'm not gonna skip past this next person.
Wait, I have one more fact for him.
But Zenobia has one more fact on Kim Jong before we get to this person that I'm not gonna skip past.
Kim Jong Un fast.
So, so it was Ken's idea to do the nudity scene of him
I
jumping out
can't
of the
unsee. That was
motherfucking
definitely not in the
truck.
the screen version.
Yeah, there's edited versions where he is wearing dun-dun-duns, but
This one he's not wearing it on.
the ones we watch,
not.
we see full bush and balls and shit.
You're gonna fuck on me.
I'm a fuck on you. Okay, so it was his idea to do have Mr. Chow jump out of the trunk, booty ass naked, and beat him with crowbar. So after Todd thought about this for a while, he was like, "Here is the nudity, like fill out sheet,
NDA, yeah,
fill this shit out." And he was like, "I did it to see if he was serious and to make sure he wasn't gonna back out of it." He signed that shit, and we got to see ass and balls,
And on
Did
top
we-
of Bradley Cooper.
Did we see balls though?
ash and bush.
Giant
It's the bush.
bush.
Yeah.
I want to know. I couldn't find it anywhere, but if they put extra bush on him, cause shit,
I kind of would.
I think they put extra bush
Then
to
you don't
hide
see
the
as
balls.
much. Yeah, you don't
I
see
know.
as much.
I mean, but like either way, it's just wild.
It's just a lot, and you know, Asian people in general are not hairy to begin with.
Oh, so that is probably a fake ass.
So that's probably a fake ass bush that they put on there.
To like,
What do they
look,
call those things? The mannequin or what are they? I can't think what it's called.
banana ham?
No, there's some name for it.
Oh shit!
I like
Somebody
where
out
you're
there is
going with
thinking.
this.
Somebody out there knows what it is, and they're screaming it at their phone
I think
right
Rodney
now.
knows what it is.
I'm so mad at
Rodney,
I'm so mad at Rodney.
Leave it in the comments as to what.
I swear to God, Rodney, if I get an email at lights camera cocktail no
S.
at gmail.com from Rodney's ass, I'm responding.
It's gonna be like, this is precious.
No,
memories.
bitch. You CC that to me. You better
In
quit.
like
BCC
3 months,
me.
I'm gonna be like, Zenobia, we have a surprise guest.
So
I know we're doing
Oh my gosh.
high school reunion
I'd
on this
be
episode.
so mad. I'd be so mad at you.
Rodney strikes again.
No, I'm
He's
not
still
serving
listening.
this motherfucker's
I'm
drink.
not making them.
Rodney's made it this
in
far.
the worst, but it was not the best. So I would like to keep that Rodney in the back. Bitch.
So we got Mike Epps, who we just talked about a hell of a lot.
I'm like, how many times we talked about this
How many
bitch? I
times
didn't
you
even
talked
put him in
about
the book.
Mike Epps? Black Doug.
Black
on this
Doug.
episode.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm just
easy-
trying to
easy
like.
with
I
that
know the
shit.
name Mike Epps, but like I can't think of where I've seen
He's
him
in
before.
everything.
I know he is, but I just
He's
like can't
Day-Day.
picture it.
Day
I
Day.
don't know.
Friday.
From Friday.
Friday.
Is that by Felicia?
No, that's
No.
the first one.
Yeah, the second and third one he's in
Never
those.
seen
Second,
it, I'm
third, and
sorry.
He takes Chris
What?
Tucker's spot.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Chris Tucker
Well,
said
you
no.
need to watch it and then
and-
go back to our Christmas After
So
Next.
we just
episode.
did Christmas
Okay.
After Next on the podcast, in
For
which
Friday
we
After
talked about
Next.
Mike Epps in depth, but I still like him in this shit.
We talked about him in
I mean,
How
he's-
High.
In How High we talked about.
In
oh,
this movie,
yeah.
he's hilarious. Like,
He's
what
hilarious.
a beautiful cameo.
In all
ta-
of them.
we talked about him in Girls Trip.
In Girls Trip, we did a scene with him. He makes a cameo in Girls Trip, where we did a scene between him and
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Haddish. And this is
you
Group
about to be a
Pal.
mental patient with a fat ass.
Yep. Yeah, so we've talked about him. That's why I didn't do anything.
So that's all I'm gonna say about Mike Epps because he did a hell of a job.
I mean,
He did.
And,
I'll be your Doug.
Yeah, I'll be
I'll
your
be your
Doug.
Doug,
I'll take a simp.
Doug.
Doug, Doug.
But if you get,
I'm not gonna lie, this Adios is actually tasting pretty good at this point.
I'm enjoying
But I'm
it.
feeling
I'm gonna say
really
that
warm.
I
I'm
chilling.
don't feel like I made it as correct because I do drink Adioses. I like them.
okay.
But for some
It's
reason,
good.
I
It's
can
not hitting
taste
you
that
as hard?
fucking tequila, and I don't remember tasting
I don't really
tequila
taste
that
I don't
tequila.
say tequila.
I taste like a mixture of alcohol.
I think you gave me more Sprite than you normally do.
I did. Because
You gave me extra Sprite. I
the
saw
second time, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I didn't want you being all mad at me because I got you shit faced.
Okay, well, the next person I want to talk about, babe, I'm sorry, but she might be on my top 5.
We already talked about it though.
Heather Graham.
She kills it in this movie.
Good to know.
Love her.
Why are you acting so weird?
She is fantastic.
That's being weird.
I've always loved her.
Oh, like
acting.
you don't know me, Phil.
And we
Classic Doug.
Classic.
She is such a sweetheart. She is adorable. We talked about her in Boogie Nights. She played
Roller Girl.
Girl.
Boogie Nights.
Austin Powers. She was pretty good.
Austin Powers, the spy who
2,
shagged
right?
me.
She in part 2.
Yep, those are skin tights. How do you get into those jeans, baby? You can start by buying me a drink.
Are we gonna do one of those?
We'll do one of the Austin Powers eventually.
Ooh.
Babe, you got to be a guest
Gold
on
member's
that
best one.
Because I know how much.
He's not gonna let me do Gold Member, but that's the one I would have pushed.
Do you want me to do that?
I would have pushed.
That's a conversation for another time.
I would have pushed for that one. He like, no, we can
I'm
do one or
advocating.
2.
No, Heather Graham's
I
delightful.
did. We did Dreamgirls.
We did, and
Have we done a Kevin Costner movie yet?
yes, you did too.
No, I did
You
too.
did.
Have you?
Who said that I gotta do them?
I did Dreamgirls.
Okay.
We'll
well,
do another Beyonce movie when you do a Kevin Costner movie.
Can you all keep me posted when you this? Okay, Dreamgirls made me think of Jennifer Husband, which made me think of Cats. Can you all keep me posted on when we do Cats?
We're never
Never
doing
done
cats.
Please let me just do an hour where I talk about Cats.
No.
We personally are never doing cats.
Please.
Nope.
I just saw it the other day.
What?
And you
In theaters?
was it good?
Yeah, it was. And I know it wasn't good, but here's
Oh,
that's
that's
not
literally all
that's
of
the
them-
thing. We only do movies that we
movies.
love.
I
We
can't-
But like
I
we could
don't
do like
love.
a mystery science theater type episode where like I talk over it the whole time.
We can't steal their thing. We've been doing it
Anyways.
for 20 years.
Okay, sorry. Austin Powers, Heather Graham,
Born
Delightful.
in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
born in Milwaukee. Ooh, fellow
that.
cheesehead.
Oh,
She's
no
a-
wonder she's on
What
your
happened to
top
those
five.
cheese curds?
Yeah,
babe? I thought
where
we
are
were
the
having
cheese
curds.
curds?
Shit, we got cheese curds.
You know what?
Damn.
This
You
audio
gotta
is
sop up this shit.
I got a Robin sleeping on my lap.
Sop it up.
Robin can have some cheese curds too.
No cheese
No.
curds.
We're not allowed to
curds,
feed.
cheese curds.
She
We're
had
not
a
allowed
lot
to
of
feed her
bad
any
food
fun
on
stuff.
Because we were with a baby.
The first thing that I saw Heather
Our
Graham,
tongues are blue.
First thing I saw Heather Graham in was Diggstown, 1980s boxing movie with Lou Gossett Jr. Yes.
I met him.
Yes, you did.
Ah, yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Lou
Not to be
Gossett Jr.?
confused with Samuel Jackson, like the motherfucker said on the news that one
I
time.
ain't that guy. I ain't Morpheus. I'm not the dude that checks his phone to lock the house. I ain't that black guy. Okay?
Oh, that was the funniest shit in the world.
Literally, when I have a
But
bad
that
day,
guy was probably
I
fired
put
the
that
next
shit.
day.
Wait, so Heather?
No, he's on Channel 5 still.
Heather's one of your hall passes?
Possibly. I love her. I think she is fantastic.
cute.
I
She
think
is
she's a great actress.
49 years old, y'all.
And she's gorgeous.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for cheese curds. Sorry.
She's
Why are you
absolutely
looking
gorgeous.
so weird?
And she's, last I heard, single.
The only
But
question I have about her
Anyway.
character,
You ain't.
amongst the why she look weird when her baby shows up, is when she's okay. The photos and the end credits. Why is she in like a child's pair of underpants and like a child's sports bra? Like
she's a
Stripper.
no, okay, but it's just like it's not
It's-
what I would picture a stripper wearing.
It's not what a stripper would normally wear. But at the same
It's an
time,
escort.
Oh, that's true.
from strippers, for those of you who've never been to a strip club, I'll give you a little history of like how they do things. They have an outfit.
tell.
Herstory.
They do 2 songs on the center stage, and the first song they are clothed, and they slowly and provocatively take off layers. And during the first song, they still have on a number of those layers. It's not till the second song starts that they have another skimpier layer on underneath.
That's not how my
Now, depending on the strip club that you go to, some of them go full nude. Some of them keep the underwears on.
If you
It
go
all
to
depends.
I've heard those like
if you go to
my
the-
first bra.
if if you go to a strip club in states like California, if there is a bar, then the bitches keep their panties on.
Yeah. Now,
If there's no bar, they could be booty ass naked.
Exactly. Now, that being said, this was made in 2007. She was 38,
2009.
39 years old.
Okay.
Maybe that's how she wanted to do it. Maybe she didn't want to show
Or she
her
shows
full
her boob
body.
in one part.
Very quickly. Yes, she does.
We see it in roller girl shows, everything. We see ass and titties.
This is very true. However,
So it's not like we haven't seen it.
Boogie Nights was in 1997.
When she was
this
like
was filmed in
20s.
2008. That was 11 years later.
She has nice
Maybe
tits, man.
she absolutely does, but maybe she doesn't feel that way. Maybe she doesn't feel the need
Heather,
to
you got
showcase
nice
her
tits.
body as much as she did before.
I should feel that.
Ooh, you
But
know.
I am also with you on that her outfit was
It's an ugly
not
outfit.
stripper
For how
appropriate.
cute she is the rest of the movie, it's like in that scene, I'm just like, I was a little surprised.
I am surprised too. I thought about that, and I'm glad you brought it
Because the
up.
other girls are wearing like what I'd
Nothing.
imagine.
Ratchet shit.
Nothing.
Can I
Nothing, there's
can I
titties
just
everywhere.
point out that these cheese curds are fresh
my
because
God.
they squeak in your teeth.
I'm
That's
feeling
how
the
you,
squeak.
That's how you know that the cheese curds
Can
are
I do some
fresh.
ASMR?
No.
Because
This is so weird.
Can
People
I
who
point out
listen
that
to me-
Robin looks like Baby Yoda right now?
Baby Yoda.
Hiding half her face. Cute little puppy.
No, he just squeaks in your teeth.
Hold on. Can I give you a fun fact
Yes.
before we move on?
We're not
need
moving
to
past
get these
Heather
away
Graham
from
that
me.
quickly.
Do you know who was up for this part?
Lindsay Lohan.
What?
So Lindsay Lohan was up for this part,
Uh-huh.
but she turned it down because she didn't like the script.
Uh-huh.
So they gave it to Heather.
script
And then
does
after
Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan
Lohan
like?
watched it, she was like, fuck, I should have took that role.
Yeah, she was like, damn, I fucked up.
I done fucked up.
Yeah.
So
she
yeah.
realized that this
Didn't
was
she think it was
maybe a
gonna
movie
bomb
she
or
shouldn't
something like
have done.
that? Like she.
Remember what other role she didn't get?
What's that?
In Titanic.
Oh yeah, the little girl.
but
We talked about
She
this.
auditioned for the little girl, like the one they
She
spins
auditioned
around.
for the little girl.
Yeah,
but
where
they
he's
didn't
like,
want
"Don't
two
worry, you're
redheads
my
in the movie."
favorite
Yeah,
girl."
they didn't want too many redheads in the movie since Rose is already redhead.
I mean, like, bitch, let's put a
Discrimination.
brunette wig
But
on her.
after that, she got hair cut. So
So
She had to play two parts.
Heather Graham recently is transitioning from actress to director. She just finished her first directorial debut, a movie called Half Magic. I haven't seen it yet, but good
I
ups
feel
to
like
her
I've seen
for
her
doing
in a
so.
movie in a while, or am I?
She's been doing a number of things.
I don't know. I feel like she pops up everywhere. I'm like, oh, that bitch.
She was big in like the
She finished a movie called The
2000s.
Rest of Us in 2019, and she's got a couple of TV shows that she's doing. The Stand, and The Hypnotist's Love Story, and she's got like 4 features: Wanderer, Love Guaranteed, Desperados, and Fortune. Desperados, is that Woo, I hope that is. Damn it, it's not. Okay. It's directed by a man named LP. I thought it was another Robert Rodriguez movie.
That would have been.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. I
But
love
anyway,
the bitch. We'll
Heather
talk about
Graham,
her
we
again
love
in
you.
something.
We appreciate you. You're still gorgeous.
You are
Still
49 and a half.
Strangely, Ashley likes that I finally put somebody on my top 5. She's got like a giant smile on her face.
And she's from Wisconsin.
And she's from Wisconsin.
Well, I got a fun
I
fact.
haven't officially made my top 5 yet.
Fun fact. I think you already said, but I can't remember. The song Stu song where he's talking about missing Doug and the Tigers. It's
Yes.
Zach's 3 best friend.
We started the show with that shit.
Well, yeah. I don't remember what you said. But they are made up by the two.
Yeah, Ed
actors.
Helms improvised that song.
I know, it's crazy.
Zach Galifianakis improvised the 3 Best Friends song.
I mean,
To be honest with you, that is right up my alley. If they were like, Zenobia, I need you to improv a song real quick.
Do it.
You've seen me do it.
I've seen you
on
do
the
it.
spot.
Yeah, no, that's an iconic.
I can
like,
do it.
anytime I'm in a group of 3 and we just like have a moment, I'm like, we're the 3 best friends that we're gonna have. I definitely remember like downloading Stu's song on iTunes. Like, I probably paid 99 cents for it.
We
Nice.
listened to it earlier.
I
We were
love
getting
that song.
ready.
Because I was like, I used to know this song verbatim, and now it's like
If
I'll come back to me.
Ashley is upset, all I have to do is play that song and she'll be happy.
the
Really?
Stu song.
Yeah, it will bring her out of whatever funk.
I've
she's
never
in.
had her mad at me, but if she ever is, I'm just gonna like hold the phone up and be like, 3 best.
Does Ashley get
Stu?
mad? Like,
Oh, she gets mad.
What?
I just asked if you ever get mad. I have never seen you mad.
You have.
Well, she's supposed to be mad at you.
Yeah, if she gets mad, I'm the one that sees
Wait,
it.
okay, I take that back. It's just been a while because she's happy now.
Yes.
I don't
She's
know.
Just a.
If she's mad at me, it's behind the scenes that I don't see. So I don't know.
I sees it.
This is really going into my cleavage. It keeps tucking in
It's a
there.
look.
I'm sorry. Is the titties in the way?
The titty's in the way.
You in the leopard print dress.
You got a nice
You got a
rack.
nice rack.
Fuck, I should have been a cop.
So, you guys ready? Cause it's time.
For
Talk about the main cast. The four boys.
Okay.
You're really gonna make me pronounce Galifianakis after drinking all this?
That was
No.
pretty damn good.
That
Watch
was good.
this. Buscemi.
Is Buscemi here? Was he in this movie?
Go ahead. Say. No, she just can't do it.
Buscemi?
Buscemi.
That
That was like the best I've ever done.
So
Yeah, no, his name is Zach in all of this because I was not even about to even try.
That's a lot.
So
Yeah.
Zenobia has an issue with names, and so
can't do
every
it.
once in a while she just
And I feel bad because my name's Zenobia. I should be able to pick up on motherfuckers' names. I can't. I'm sorry.
Wait, are we talking about Zach first?
No,
No.
we're talking about Mr. Justin Bartha.
Doug.
National
Doug,
Treasure.
Doug.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Hey,
he an Olsen
National
twin?
Treasure. You're right.
I love National Treasure. Do you guys like that movie?
Yeah.
It was
Those
okay.
movies, I should say.
I
love the first one.
I fell
I
off on the
Independence
second one.
Hall was filmed on Knott's Berry Farm.
Nice.
So that's really the only roots. I mentioned the theme park we used.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah. That's their Independence Hall. They didn't film it at the actual one, believe it or not.
What?
But they had so much shit that they
Lie
had to film.
to?
I know. That and the baby.
It's like close to theirs to LA, so they're like, let's just go here.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
it's
look, it's an
hilarious
exact
in that, though.
replica.
That's cool. I know that. I think that they do that also at the
What's the matter?
Nixon library. Shut up. The Reagan
It's Reagan, not Nixon.
library.
I wasn't gonna ask you if the mustache.
You
was too
were
big.
gonna ask me.
No, I wasn't, because you didn't pause.
I thought you were waiting for it. I was like, shut up. I was thinking.
Shut up, bitch! I know
I just
somebody
somebody
likes
likes it. Yeah, I think that because the Reagan library has the Oval Office like to a
Oh,
T
I see.
there. And
I think you might be right that they
I believe
filmed like the
film a lot
Oval
of things.
Office part.
Yeah, they film a lot of things in there.
Oh yeah, because they got to do the desk over there.
Nicolas Cage lives in Las Vegas or has
Does
on
he?
and off. Yeah.
He never left Las Vegas.
I know.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, what's the other one where he's the drunk ass dude at Las Vegas?
I don't know, but
All of them?
clear the frame.
No, the dude. What's the one where he's a drunk? We
Next?
literally just talked about it.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Is that what it's?
Fear and Loathing?
Yeah,
No,
I guess
Fear and
it is
Loathing
No,
was
Leaving
I
Johnny
think it's
Depp.
leaving Las
I think it
Vegas.
is Leaving Las
because
I've never
that's
seen
I'm
that.
Miss
thinking-
Elizabeth's shoe.
Yes. Yes.
That's who the person we were talking about. That was in the cocktail episode.
Yes.
Um,
You know.
I know.
anyways, Justin Bartha, that's the only other movie I know.
Oh really?
And didn't he date an Olsen twin? I'm positive he
Ew.
did.
Really?
Yes.
That's news to me.
Give
Google
me
it.
another movie he was in. His face is familiar,
Shit.
but I don't know if it's
The Hangover 2 and
is.
3?
Hangover 2 and 3. I'll tell you this: he worked with Bradley Cooper before this movie.
And
The Matthew McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker movie,
Failure to Launch.
Failure to Launch. Exactly.
I watched that.
Where
That wasn't too
he
bad.
falls
Cooper was in
for
it.
Zoe Deschanel over a Mockingbird because
Bradley Cooper, he does, right?
no,
because he's the
Justin
odd
Bartha does.
weird dude. You're
He's
right.
the odd weird dude. Exactly.
Yep. Hey, she dated Ashley Olsen. And they were dating during The Hangover.
Word.
The two were reportedly planning to get engaged but split up in March 2011. But now
Damn.
he's married and has 3 children together.
Boo.
Whatever. And
What the
Ashley
hell?
Olsen's
The
dating
man's-
like a man who's like triple her age. Or is that Mary Kate? One of the two.
I don't
is.
know. A guy who has more than one kid is just a turn off.
Sorry, I took it back.
Unless you're
We're
Will
talking about
Smith.
Justin, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't about Justin Bartha.
Yeah, he was in the New Normal TV show.
I don't know that.
He was a gay guy. He was in a marriage with a gay guy.
Was
Okay.
he a retard? I would never say that in any other context than this movie, by the way.
But I think Justin Bartha's cute. I mean, like, he's definitely like
He's like a
the
nerdy
catalyst
little
for all this.
cute.
Doug, the cause of our
He's the
drinking game.
catalyst. He is,
like a cute little
unfortunately,
hipster
sadly,
dude.
he's the one that doesn't get to have all the fun.
He's not in the poster.
Yeah.
He's not in the poster.
He's not in the poster?
No, it's just the 3 of them.
He's not in anything. He's barely in the trailer.
That sucks.
Because they're trying to find him.
Look,
Where is he?
Carlos is in the fucking poster over him.
Carlos
So,
is in the
New
poster.
Normal, who Justin plays couple with, that guy, what originated
Oh, the New
the
Normal.
role of-
Andrew Ranellis, yeah.
Yes, he
yes.
originated the role of
Elder
Pullman.
Price, yeah.
Oh,
That's right, he was in the
I
New
didn't watch
Normal.
that show, but
Oh, I
I
know
like
that guy
him.
with-
I only
Evil
watched the
eyebrows.
first episode.
I love him. He looks like he would throw shade at anybody at any moment. I love
Love
it.
Andrew Ranello's.
I love it.
But
He
yeah,
like-
Justin Bartha was like, he was good in this movie. I think he did well in the role he was supposed to play.
he was a good
He did exactly what he
friend.
was supposed
Also,
He's a
you would
good brother-in-law.
freaking die if you're on the roof in Vegas heat in 2 days. I'm just gonna throw that
without
out there.
water,
My question is,
Out
And the
water.
sunburn is not a thing. He would be dead.
you'd be
how
fine.
are you not making a scene when they're trying to get the
And
mattress
also,
off of the side?
like, why would Caesar's Palace not be like? I mean, once again, not knocking Caesar's Palace, but like, there's a freaking mattress on a statue.
you called somebody
a
to
little
move
thin.
it off?
In Vegas, no rooms other than like Cosmopolitan have balconies.
Yes.
So like you can't open the windows. So it's
Can't
like
open the windows.
Where did this
Can't go on the
magical
roof.
mystery mattress
Shouldn't
come
I
from?
go onto the roof and check
Not
it
only
out?
that, in order to get the fucking thing down, you gotta go on the roof.
Yeah.
I don't
One,
give a shit what you
I don't
say.
know how the fuck Doug got it on top of that statue. That shit. Have you ever tried to pick up a mattress?
He got some good
Yeah.
aim, apparently.
He did. He did really
That
well.
shit is heavy.
No.
A mattress is heavy.
And it looked like at least a queen.
Yeah. A twin,
Yeah,
maybe.
They
but
got a villa.
queen-
It's probably a
Full.
king.
A solid full.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, but it just is like, why didn't anyone be like, oh, that's weird. Where did this come from?
Some people just can't handle Vegas.
I mean, but like, I just have questions of like, why no employee
There
was
are-
like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
The more
it's
I
a-
watch
it's a
this
little
movie
thin at
this
that
week,
point.
the more holes I find.
Oh, there's
And
lots
I
of
just
holes.
try not to look at the holes.
I mean, this movie's based on a true story, but you know, no, I'm just kidding.
everything happened. It was real.
But it just was like that part. I was like, I would raise some questions as to how that mattress got there.
They would've
Because
found
no
his
one could
ass
like
by
throw
then.
it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was fine.
Not only that, you're in screaming distance of the floor.
I mean, like,
Get
but
me
he
the
would
fuck off the
definitely. I
roof.
mean, like, I don't know what time of year they were there. Like, they didn't look like sweltering hot. But if you were trapped on the roof of a casino
look so
that's however many stories, like, you would for sure
Die.
Yes, no
Yeah.
question.
Or you just stick your head over the side and yell at the valets that are sitting there by the
Right.
front fucking door.
Well, there's helicopters that
get
go over the
me.
strip. Like
Yeah.
Come get
You've
me.
lived here for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
I've visited here in virtually every month that this calendar has to offer.
I feel like I've been at all
And there's
times.
not a good time to be on the roof.
I mean, like, yeah, right
It's
now
either
you'd be
super
cold.
hot or cold.
I mean, like, maybe like October would be a nice time.
Fuck that. It's still
If I
gonna
would
be
be
cold.
trapped on a roof. But I mean, they're at the pool, so it has to be nice out. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was fine as his little sunburnt self.
You got some sun. I'm jealous.
He got lots of sun. But once again, if my husband showed up at my wedding looking like
One,
that,
I'm just kind of happy you showed
Lord help
up.
him.
Because I didn't want to hear my grandmama and my aunties talk shit about how I told you
The
he was
little
no damn good.
Flower girls on the ground looking all sad.
Uh-huh.
They told me
They
I
don't have
could-
any flowers to throw.
Yeah,
But none of this is his fault. He's
It's none
trying
of
to
it's his
do
fault.
good the entire time.
This is really
He's
all
such a
Alan's
good
fault
fucking
at
guy.
the end
Yeah.
of the day.
It's not
I thought he
like
was
that,
a real
Alan. We're
straight
just spending the
shooter.
night in Vegas. Well, Alan is next. What's his name?
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis.
Zach.
What?
Zach.
Zach G.
Zach
What is
G.
it?
Zach G.
No?
ZG.
ZG.
We're not.
I like that one. ZG.
We're not gonna make.
This
a
was the
mistake.
first movie I ever saw this fool in, and I was like, "Who is this? Where did he come from?"
Really?
I feel like I've
My
seen him in something
gosh!
before this.
I know he auditioned for
Now.
Saturday Night Live.
Wait, what? What?
No, bitch, I tried. And as soon as I tried, I was like, this is dumb. I shouldn't even tried.
It's a long word to say when
You know
had-
what's hard to
there are
say?
two adioses deep.
Names. They just hard.
It's a hard last name. But no, I had never seen him in anything in my life, and I was like, "Who is this?"
I have.
And what was he in before this?
Before this, he was in Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
You didn't
movie.
like that one?
I never saw it.
Oh, that's a good
or would think
one.
that like Zach Galifianakis. would be
After
in
that, he was in
worked at the
Bubble
bar, I think.
Boy with her.
Wait, sorry, which one?
Man
One of my
crush.
top fives.
What's his name again? I've been drinking. I really can't remember.
it. Who is it?
I can't remember his damn name. What is it, babe?
I
See?
get
You've
them
been
mixed
drinking
up.
too. You can't remember. He's off your top 5.
Oh,
No!
wait, is it?
It's the really good actor who I don't think is as good looking as she says.
Wait, what was the name of the movie?
Bubble Boy?
Bubble Boy.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake
There you
Gyllenhaal.
go.
Wow, that was easy.
I like
I'm
him
drunker
better
than
than.
you, I told you.
I
No, now
always,
look at Ashley.
I always mix him up with like Jake Gyllenhaal and.
So, in my personal
Maguire.
opinion, Zach Galifianakis' breakout role. First, he did Heartbreakers. Then he did Bubble Boy. Then he did Corky Romano.
There we go.
Then he did his breakout role in Out Cold.
That's where he fucks the hot tub.
He
Oh.
He fucks
He
the
does.
hot
I
dog.
didn't see
fucks
any of
the-
those movies, so that's
You-
why I thought that.
That's
was
true because
Out
you said
Cold.
you didn't watch Dirty Raunchy, and that was like 2000,
Yeah.
early
Raunchy
2000s.
is out cold, big time.
He's just iconic in this movie. Like, there's just no
if you
other
love
character.
this movie, you will love Out Cold.
I'll look at Out Cold next.
It's fucking great.
Wait, is that the jacuzzi one?
It's like they
he gets his dick stuck in a hot tub.
They live in like
Ouch.
the mountains somewhere, and they work at a resort. It's a bunch of
Zach
guys.
Galifianakis has had his member compromised in so many movies now.
Now he has a younger brother named Pigpen in this movie, who so Zach
His actual
Galifianakis
brother?
is a hard drinker in this movie. Passes out cold every night.
He's out
and
cold?
every night his brother and his friends fuck with him. There's one incident where he wakes up in the snow with his pants pulled down and a pound of salt on his nuts, and a bear is licking it off.
Oh wow.
They
Another
have the
incident.
they got the beer challenge.
Yes, they
which
have
I
the
would
beer
totally
challenge,
do.
where they're snowboarding at night down the hill,
Okay.
Holding a mug of
and
beer.
you have to hold a bug of beer. Whoever gets down first has to still have beer in their cup.
Whoever has the
If
most
it's
beer in their cup.
Whoever has the most beer cup wins.
Okay.
King of the mountain.
King of the
In the
mountain.
Okay.
And lastly, I will say that they're in the snow and they put him in the driver's seat of a Camaro.
I've always wanted to do this.
and they start spinning the car around.
And then they're like, one,
They're spinning it
two,
as fast as they
three.
can, and then they all start screaming.
And he wakes up.
He
he's
wakes
like,
up.
I got it! I got it! What is it spinning? It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Out
Zach.
cold, you guys.
Then
Don't
when he
sleep.
realizes what happened, his brother's in the passenger seat. Guess what happens? Bam!
Oh my goodness. I'll have to look into this movie. Yeah, and I legit did not know who he was.
Yeah,
in
this
Hangover.
was.
But like, okay, the
You're right. I did see that
What's
one.
the movie
I
he did with Will
fucking
Ferrell? The
love that
Election. That
movie.
movie was garbage. But then like Between Two Ferns is legit the funniest thing on the planet.
Did you watch the
gonna have to
movie?
watch
I haven't seen the movie.
I haven't
yet,
watched the movie
But I mean,
yet
like the
either.
Funny or Die sketch he does regularly. Like he did
Yeah,
it with
yeah, yeah,
Obama.
yeah,
He did
yeah.
it with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Like
He's like Brad
so
Pitt. He
funny.
does it with whoever.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you a couple of fun things about Zach Galifianakis
Okay.
in this particular movie. One of them is
I know you're
who's
about
the
to.
cop that
Rob Riggle.
Rob Riggle. When he calls him Fat Jesus, that's from Zach Galifianakis' stand-up.
Have you seen what Zach Galifianakis looks like or looked like when he auditioned for Saturday Night Live? He's like not bad looking.
No.
Give me a minute. Continue with your facts.
I want to see not bad looking.
Not
it's,
bad
Zach.
looking.
it's strange.
ZG.
It threw me off.
Can I give you a fun fact about him?
Yes, you can.
So Zach improvs his line. I didn't know they gave away rings at the Holocaust.
Right?
That was an incredible moment.
Holy
That
shit.
that is all up of him. And the reason why he did it is because he wanted to show, like,
Look
that.
at him. He's not terrible looking.
Oh,
That
It's
doesn't
like you
look
get rid of the
anything
beard
like him.
and he like ages himself.
no fat Jesus.
He's not bad, Jesus. Maybe he just did it to be a part of his brand, but like he is not a bad looking dude.
He's
like
husky in
like look at him.
alcohol.
Like he's
He is
like
husky now, Cole.
okay.
They didn't put him on the show.
Huh.
Yeah, sorry.
He came
continue.
out with a
He was-
Holocaust line, and they didn't put him on Saturday Night Live.
He was too good looking for Saturday Night Live.
I guess.
He was too hot.
So the line was supposed to be some like dirty joke about Stu's mom.
Uh-huh.
But Zach was like, you know what? I really want Alan to say this because it shows that he literally knows nothing about the world
Yeah.
around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To the point where he's like thinking that they're handing out fucking rings like it's the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, he was
Ah,
driving.
I didn't know you got rings.
That line just catches you off guard. You're just like, because
I
it's
love
not the
it
first time like they bring up the ring either.
because Bradley Cooper like
But he's
looks
not in the
at him
room.
like,
Grandmother's Holocaust ring.
I didn't know they gave away rings at the Holocaust. And Bradley Cooper looks over at him like, what the fuck?
Well, he did that because he was supposed to, because that's how he
There
was
was like a
supposed to look
different
in the
Yes.
line.
script.
Yeah.
But it works
Yeah,
because
you were
any normal
literally
person.
too stupid to insult.
Gosh,
Thank
so
you.
bad.
Do you know who went out for the role or who was up for the role of Alan?
Who's up for the
Tell
role?
us.
Jonah Hill,
Yep.
Of course.
I
Jack
can
Black,
see that.
Jack Black, the other fat
That-
guys of
yeah.
Hollywood.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
For
No.
Alan,
Okay, sorry, the ugly guys
not
of
for
Hollywood.
Phil.
Just
He's
kidding.
For
not
Alan.
ugly.
He's
Okay,
not
okay.
ugly.
Let me finish. Okay, so Thomas hated
Just
Kurt
kidding,
Church.
Thomas Hayden Church was up the road.
He was up for this, and this was all before the script was rewritten. So
Oh.
in the script, the original script, apparently Alan is in the dysfunctional relationship. Stu is married with kids, and Phil is the single dude out there just
Like straight up party boy.
party
Okay.
boy.
Yeah.
Which you could still see in Phil,
To a
but
degree,
he is
yeah.
the married one.
He's
with
the
fucking-
reluctant, like missing his like younger years sort
because
of thing.
even in the pictures, he's not getting head. He's not having titties on his face.
No.
There's one where he's like
the-
suggestively giving a girl a shot or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just
Vegas.
like,
yeah.
So
I'm not even mad at
he'll
that.
get close to the fire, but we won't actually touch
yeah.
it.
And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Soccer Game.
Yeah.
That's because
He's
his wife
actually,
looks like she'll beat his ass. Like she
Well,
look like I'll fuck you up.
But not
Not
like
only that, I
Rachel.
think he's just a loyal guy.
Yeah.
I think he won't cheat when push comes to shove. You know,
You lose everything, half your money.
like very similar to Vince Vaughn's character in Old School. You remember
Yeah.
when he's on the couch?
He's all trying to
another
get with the
Todd
girl.
Phillips movie. He's on the couch. He has every opportunity to sleep with this girl, but he doesn't because he's a married man.
yeah,
Oh, the Amy Adams character. Or not Amy, Isla Fisher.
yeah.
No.
Wait, in Wedding
Old
Crashers?
School.
Wedding Crashers.
I'm sorry.
In Old School.
Oh,
Drink!
It's the chick from.
I got Vince Vaughn.
No, you're thinking of Alicia Cutbirth. But
I haven't
she
seen
Next
actually
Door.
in
does
so
sleep
long.
with the main character.
He didn't know she was like 17.
No.
That's not his fault.
Oh yeah.
I got another Zach. I got another Zach attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Zach Fact.
Ooh, I got another Zach fact. Okay, so Zach said that the
Get these
most
cheese curds away from me.
And they're
the most
toxic. I keep eating
embarrassing
'em.
part of the movie
No.
for him
Oh yeah.
was the snapshot of him getting head in the elevator.
That was bad.
That was
He
bad.
said he told everybody and his mama not to go see the movie because he didn't want them to. He was
see
so
that?
embarrassed.
Uh-huh.
He
I was
even
embarrassed for him.
he even offered Todd's assistant a lot of money to get Todd to write it out of the script.
Uh-huh.
Because he literally didn't want it, and he was just like, "It makes no sense. Like we didn't need it." Except those pictures look so funny. They
They're
look
fucking
so real.
hilarious.
Because
Like an old lady.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he
he's
uses the
getting head from an old
prosthetic.
lady. Yes, there was like
There's
something
a prosthetic.
between
I mean,
on him
opposed
for
to
that.
like real act.
Method acting.
them. I mean, they're in Vegas. They can find somebody.
Oh my
Throw a rock.
goodness.
Yeah, just go out on the strip and get the guys with the
Get the guys with the cards.
cars.
Yep, perfect.
Just
They
have to
know
sign an
somebody.
NDA.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But Zach, attack.
He
I
might
love-
be
I
my
love
favorite
him.
character in the movie.
I mean, but he's
Oh,
just
he
like
definitely is.
the most quotable character.
he's definitely the
and,
most
like,
quotable. I don't know. Stu is up there.
I mean, they all have one,
Phil is up
but
there.
just
They
like
all
his
have
are
great
just so
shit.
out of left
Yeah.
field.
Hey, there's Skittles in there.
Shit, shoot!
Shoot!
Oh, and he's
Gosh
got this,
darn it!
He's got this envious like look about Phil too.
Does my hair look like Phil's?
Yeah.
Or do I have
classic
cool
Phil.
hair like
Classic Phil.
That was
I mean,
cute. I love
who
that
wouldn't
part.
want to look like Phil? He looks like a sexy beast, and he fucking he does have perfect hair. Even when he's getting his ass kicked, it's perfect.
Right, he does. Bradley Cooper's just flawless. Are we? Is it time for Bradley Cooper?
Almost.
Ed Helms next.
Yes, Ed
Sorry,
Helms.
I'm just skipping ahead. I'm so
I don't,
excited.
know, I don't know anything about Ed Helms. Babe?
Hi.
Oh yeah,
I just worked with him.
Yeah, Ashley is just.
is he nice?
He's so
That's
nice.
true. You said he was a producer. Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
He's very nice. I sent you guys photos of him on set.
He got me inspired for this movie.
I didn't. Hey, I didn't get a picture.
I know you sent one to you.
Ain't that a
Okay,
bitch?
I'll send it to you. I still got the pictures.
That a
Anyways,
bitch.
he was exec producer on a comedy sketch show I just finished. Very sweet guy. He's one of those actors who, as part of the props team, you have to provide chairs for the actors. And I noticed like he was standing, so I went up to him and I said, "Hey, would you like a chair?" It was like the first day of filming, and he's one of those actors who was like, no, I don't need a chair. It's okay.
I would have went up to him and I would have been like,
He seems nice.
He is very nice.
Like on The Office, he's so funny.
I was about to say, I would have been like, Narg dog.
Yeah.
You need a seat?
I feel like his character's not like far off from The Office because it's like he dates terrible women.
They serve- I don't know. I really.
Angela was so mean to him, and she cheated on him too.
She's my least favorite person off of that entire fucking show.
I
And
agree.
I was gonna bring up, what's his girlfriend's name in this?
Melissa.
Well, she, the real actress,
Heather.
is
Or,
also
sorry, not
in
Heather.
fucking
Rachel.
The Office
Rachel
for a
Harris.
small part.
What part?
She plays Angela's sister, and they have their weird double talk. She's only in like one episode, like
Okay.
at the
That's
wedding.
funny that he dated both.
Yeah, but he did date. Yeah, I know that is funny. He dated both sisters, huh?
Get it?
Yeah.
He just seems like a nice person.
I'd have been like
Yeah.
Andy
He does
Bernard,
seem
I
nice.
did
Nard
just
dog.
say he, like, seeing his improv in person, he's very good at improvising.
Well, because he did that song, like we talked about.
Yeah, he's very good.
I'm just saying that we will dive into this fool when we do
Vegas Vacation? Or just Vacation in
Just
general?
Vacation.
I love him as Russ, as older Russ.
Russ.
I hope that they continue to do more Vacation.
I want
National
a
Lampoon's
Christmas
movies.
one.
Wasn't his tooth, like, he
Yes.
actually
Yeah,
could remove
that's-
his tooth, his
yeah.
incisor?
Yes, so he was born without one, and that was a...
Who knew there'd be a time to use it?
Yeah.
Let me.
I was
Oh, you have a fun fact?
I thought long
Yes.
and hard about pulling out my front tooth because my front tooth is fake, but
My
mine
two teeth are
would be
fake.
more expensive to put back in.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah,
just
well, they would
pulling
pay.
them.
Do you have
they would
veneers?
pay- I'm sure they paid them.
This front one is a crown.
I have 2 veneers right here.
Do
I
you
just got
really?
them this year.
What?
Yes, that's my vanity present to
Tell me
myself.
why yours look so much nicer than mine.
I mean, I only
Pay
have these
more.
2. I mean, they're veneers, but funny story.
Give me a smile.
Ooh,
Wow.
coconut smile.
There was
Damn, I'm gonna have to get me some veneers.
They're nice.
there was a boy I had a bad first kiss with, and he chipped my tooth.
No shit.
What the
He went
fuck?
in. He was a guy who worked at Knott's. I don't know if you know. No, you don't know him. But
She knows.
I
them.
was like,
you know what's weird? I ran into him recently and
You
almost
have
handed him the
actually
bill.
suspicion.
I'm like, bitch, you chipped my tooth.
Yeah, no, he like came in and was not expecting it, like chipped my tooth, and so then I got it fixed, and the filling, like, because it's my front 2 teeth, like I need to use those, and it kept falling out, and so finally I'm like, I don't want to have this. I mean, I was really the only person who could see the chip, but I got.
Yeah, when it's your teeth, you can absolutely
Yeah, and
see.
like I had like stains from braces and stuff like that. It was just like bothering me, and so my dentist was like, really only the way to correct it is veneers, and I was like, let's do it, and I am obsessed.
I
You
love
look
it.
cute. Yeah, girl.
I am going to have to fix
I mean, like no one
it.
would know. It wasn't. It was only really I could.
I love this
But
story.
the
Yeah.
traumatizing part is like, okay, so you have to get the caps before you get the veneers. And like I went in and I remember being like kind of hungover when they told me I was gonna have to have it done. And they're like, okay, here we go. They start grinding my teeth down to nubs. And so I looked like Ed Helms in The Hangover, like a nerdy hillbilly, like he says. Cause like you don't have teeth. And then like and then they're like, okay, we're gonna try on the caps. And I'm like, okay. And then they fall out and I could see myself in their reflection. I'm like, no, I don't want to see myself without teeth. It was so
Yeah, I don't think I
traumatizing.
would wanna see
Because
that.
I'm one of those people whose dreams were like,
Yeah,
my
when your
teeth
teeth
fall
fall
out.
out.
And I'm like, this is my hell
Ugh.
right here. And then when I got the veneers, they're like, they had to do the same thing. And I test them. I'm like, okay, cool. They fell out. I'm like, no, I'm not looking at myself. Like, I can't
I
see
took a
myself
picture.
without teeth.
I
No.
straight up took a picture for Instagram last time that this was getting replaced.
I couldn't. Like, I was just like, I can't see myself like this. But anyways, like, I feel for him. Like, I don't think I would ever get mine removed for a role. But I mean, maybe if I'm making that much money off
Okay.
a
I
movie,
would
I can get
do
them
it.
replaced.
Let me tell you
If it's for a
about
role
that.
and my shit's already fake,
Yeah, I
would
want to
take it
hear
out.
your
Ed
facts.
Helms, he did not have an adult incisor, so he did have to put a cap on it or whatever. And
Therefore, for the role, all
For
it
the
was
role,
was a matter of taking it out and
that's
then
all it
putting
was.
it in after the movie was done.
exactly, so he really was missing that tooth, and he just took it out. It's
When
kind of like
lateral
on,
incisors go
yeah,
in.
it's kind of like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. His tooth was really chipped.
Oh,
and
really?
they-
I
But
didn't know
what
that.
we see is his fucking fake tooth.
Yeah,
That's
so technically
wild.
that's
Take it
how
out.
mine started. In 8th grade, my tooth got chipped playing basketball, and it was like that for the better part of 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, long fucking time. I had a root canal, and my shit started turning black.
Oh.
Could not get a date until I was like 23,
You did a black
24.
tooth, dude?
He had it fixed by the time.
I had it fixed by the time I met
So
Ashley.
no, she hasn't.
Not only that, I've had to replace it like once every 5 years because after a while it
Yeah.
starts turning
Yeah.
like this bluish
Weird.
gray color. So now that I know that veneers solve that problem, I'm gonna have
You
to
look
call
good as
up
fuck, man.
Thank you.
my
And like
friend's
my teeth
dentist.
wouldn't whiten the same way either.
No.
And so like now that I have these, like they whiten them to the shade you want. But
Really?
highly recommend.
Okay.
My dentist was fantastic.
Tao Vu Nguyen, I'm calling you out right now. I'm gonna come see you, and we're gonna get me some veneers as well as fix
I mean,
my
they're
bottom
like
teeth
it's
and all
not
that
cheap
stuff.
either. So like any celebrity who goes in and gets a full row, like they got a lot of money. But like it was something I wanted for myself for a really long time. It wasn't like an impulse decision, even though I didn't know they were gonna grind my teeth out of my head.
Yeah.
I was like, I looked like a piranha.
All right, let me give you another fun fact about Ed.
About Ed?
About Ed.
Ed Helms.
You want to know who was up for this part?
Who was up for that part? I know who was up for that part.
Stu, for the part of Stu.
Jeremy Piven. I had to say it because I love him.
Why? Is he the
I
one with
said
his
that
own?
one for the Ed for
He's the
you.
one from Entourage.
Wait, oh, I'm thinking of Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, so Jeremy Piven,
Jeremy Piven.
Seth Rogen, Breckin Myers and Will Ferrell.
See, like,
for
but the
this.
people you've like said for like Alan and him, like, they were so perfect. Like, I literally can't picture anyone else in these roles.
And personally, I think that
Did
Ed
any of
Helms
them have a
was
missing
still
tooth?
the best choice for this role.
Yeah.
They would have just made it look missing.
They would've
Yeah.
No,
Sharpied it out
like
or
him
something.
and Zach Galifianakis were so great.
Them yelling at each other is pretty good. I thought he was a real straight shooter.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the drug dealer at the liquor store wasn't a good guy?
I got another fun fact.
What's up?
So the guys said that they were like casual acquaintance before this movie, so they hadn't met each other prior to this movie. But it wasn't until they made this movie and they realized that they're all three very different men, but have the same kind of like goals and passion. And so them being friends prior or knowing each other prior to this helped them establish their rapport on screen. And them working 14-hour days for 3 months, seeing everybody all day, seeing all different sides of them, made them into actually really genuine good friends.
I love that.
So they are the three best friends that anyone could have. They're the three best friends that anyone could have.
Break it down.
And we're never, ever gonna
Leave
be
me.
best friends. And yes, so that real.
Vegas remix.
Three best friends.
Coming to excess.
Yeah, so
I love that.
That was
I can
wrapped
sense the
up.
chemistry when I watch it though. Like, I'm like, these guys like play off each other so well and they're so funny, but I agree.
and we're never, ever gonna do it again. I don't know what he says.
And then
Three
we'll come
best
back for
friends.
the Hangover too.
And
It'll
the
be in
Hangover
Thailand in the same
3.
exact movie.
I think I heard something about that in an interview. Like, people were asking why make a Hangover 2 and a Hangover 3.
The movie was
when
so
it's
great, they didn't need
essentially
one.
the same movie.
I feel the same way about like Bridesmaids. Like, we don't need another Bridesmaids. Like,
I want
that
to
was a
say
great
that
movie.
their answer was like they had so much
I'm
fun
willing.
making this movie. If people really want to pay them to make another one,
Why not?
Why the
Why
fuck
not?
not? Because it was a great
I
experience.
feel like,
for them.
but that's like I think the age-old story for any sequel in Hollywood these
I
days.
went
Yeah.
to the movies to see part 2.
That's
I did
usually
too.
Johnny Depp's answer. Like, you're gonna pay me this
Let's make
much
another
amount of
Pirates
money
of the
to do
Caribbean.
I
this?
feel like
Okay,
that's Adam Sandler's.
Adam Sandler for
You know
sure.
what? How I feel about Johnny
However,
Depp.
I'm very,
What's your feelings on Johnny
very
Depp?
excited about his movie coming out, Uncut Gems.
I heard that's really good. And
watch
Idina
it.
Menzel's in it. Let
I
it
feel like he don't make good movies. Not Adam Sandler. That one does look
Johnny
good.
Depp?
Yeah. In the last 10 years,
I
I
feel-
feel like his movies
The
went...
first Pirates of the Caribbean was good, but that's not the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm talking about literally the last 10 years. I feel
You mean
like...
the one where he plays a gecko? Wasn't good?
You mean the one where he plays
Rango?
an Indian? Where he plays a Native American?
Oh my god, what was that one with the Army Hammer?
Or the, like, he just has not made anything...
Finding Neverland?
Was that in the last 10 years?
long before 10 years ago, babe.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, I feel like ever since he like
Got weird.
ran Pirates of the Caribbean into the
Yeah, once he
ground.
got to Pirates, I was just kind of done with them. I haven't watched any... That's not true. What's the one where he's the mob boss? That was probably the last thing.
White,
Oh.
the one where he's Whitey or
Public
whatever.
Enemy.
No, not that one.
No, Public Enemies.
That was a good one, but
Is
that's
that
not the
like
one
the
I'm
guy
talking
from
about.
Boston, right?
You're talking about, yeah, that one.
Oh, you're
The
talking
movie
about
was
Black
terrible.
I liked it. I liked him.
Mass. Word.
Yeah. Because the guy is terrible in real life.
I'm going to say this. My goddaughter was absolutely in love with Johnny Depp growing up.
I know.
And she has
I gave her my Pirate of the
faded out of
Caribbean
that.
shirt.
So that's not her fault. That's his fault.
She made me watch
But then he had all
that
this stuff with
stupid
Amber
one where he
Heard.
was in the computer, talking through the computer. I was like, bitch, you made me waste 2 hours on this shit. Yeah, Karina, you don't listen, but bitch, you made me.
Karina, why don't you listen? Cruz, tell your sister I said
Cruz, I bet you, here, knock on the bottom bunk and tell the bitch to listen.
that. She's drinking more these days than
Yeah.
did
Kara's
in
experienced
previous
it.
Oh
years.
yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, because she's been 21 for
She's been
like a
21
year.
for about a
They
year.
went to Tao.
Oh, that's right. You met my goddaughter.
I sure did.
Oh,
21st
goodness.
birthday.
No, we had fun.
All right.
We had a great time. They were awesome.
Well, I'm going to take a step back because it's no longer my show.
I can't blow with the horn.
I get
It's a Bradley.
I don't like it.
Kiki doesn't like it either.
Kiki didn't like it either.
Kiki, tell him to stop.
Allow me to introduce our next artist.
It is time.
Go ahead. You can
for
bring him out. Bring him
It is
out.
time.
these ladies to talk about Mr. Bradley Cooper.
He is. So I think the first movie I fell in love with Bradley Cooper was He's Not That Into You, in which he plays
An
a
asshole.
cheating douchebag. And in this movie, he just plays an unhappy douchebag, but
In the Wedding
still
Crasher,
down.
he plays a cheating douchebag.
Yes, exactly.
What about Silver Playbook Lining? Lining Playbook
Silver
Silver.
Lining.
He's a
Playbook.
mentally unstable
So
douchebag.
He was
And
like
also-
more of a realistic
And then in
douchebag,
the
like
one with
normal
Jennifer
dudes.
Lawrence, where they're all like in the 60s or whatever, I cannot.
American Hustle.
Yeah, he's.
I even love him with his ugly ass permed Jufro.
And then
I'll take him in
in what's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy. He's a douchebag raccoon.
I didn't know.
No me.
All right, fuck you guys. I was reading.
I
shit.
love him still, though. That's what I'm saying.
So
I
I'm
was
gonna give
reading
you guys
shit.
an
This is why I have
inside
issues
scoop
with
about
men.
this. So the inside scoop about this is that is his typecast. So before this,
He got that
he was
face.
an alias, which apparently he plays the nicest guy.
He
On
was pretty
Alias?
nice.
On
He's in the
Alias.
first like
With Jennifer Garner?
2 or 3
Yes.
seasons.
I wasn't allowed to watch that show.
So it wasn't until he booked Wedding Crashers that he gained this persona. Once he did Wedding Crashers, where he plays an asshole,
Okay.
every casting director, every director is like, Bradley Cooper, he's an asshole, right? Let's get him for this role.
Then he's not. 'cause
He plays an
not.
asshole.
the Ken Jeong story.
I'm going to say this. It takes a very nice person to play an asshole.
We talked about this in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Anna
It
Camp?
plays a very nice person to play a bitch.
Anna Camp.
Tell me something good.
Oh, God.
Please don't. He plays an asshole chef. He plays an asshole
Which
rich dude. He
Asshole
plays-
chef was he?
There was
That
some
chef
show. What
movie.
was that? Oh, there's a show and a movie. The show only lasted like
Chef, like the
half a
Donald Trump?
season. Mm-hmm.
He was in that?
Yeah, he had a chef movie.
Yeah, a chef movie.
Yeah, he has a movie where he plays a chef.
I didn't know that.
He was an
But I mean,
asshole.
either way, like, if you were to describe my personal ideal man for anyone who's listening, it
She's
would
single,
be-
y'all.
I'm very single, but like, Bradley Cooper is
We
my
accept
type.
submissions and resumes.
Please submit resumes, applications.
Lights, camera, cocktail.
Look for me
No,
on Bumble next to Sharon Stone. Rodney, we don't want you here. But like Bradley Cooper is like my type, and when I watch, he's just something into you. And then what was the other one? The Valentine's Day one, but he's
Yep,
gay
he
in
was
that
in
one.
Valentine's Day.
But he was still fine.
Ooh.
Like him
Was
and
he
Eric
gay
Dane.
in that?
Yeah, him and Eric Dane. Like I'd ship that. Like it's fine. It's cool.
I don't know. That movie looked too.
I don't remember him being gay in
stupid.
that.
He
I
was gay
remember
because
him
he's on the
sharing
plane with
the
Julia
flight with
Roberts, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta
Julia
get back to my lover," and it turns out to be Eric Dane, who's like the NFL player.
Here, this is what I don't trust.
I didn't make that
a
connection.
movie that has nothing but big ass stars, and they all. I don't trust.
I
Any
mean,
of those
R.I.P.
fucking
Gary
movies.
Marshall. That was all of the movies.
I
Gary
don't,
Marshall.
and I don't like any of.
Because he was. Well, you know who did? He's just not that into you. The reason why I like
I'm
that.
just not into them.
I mean, like that book has guided my life for many years. It hasn't worked, but it's cool. But no, but Bradley Cooper is like, he's so hot, and he ages like a fine wine. Like when he was playing Jackson, what's his nuts
Jackson, what's his nuts?
in the Shallow movie? What's it called? Stars Born.
I want his what's his nuts.
Wait, what's his name in it?
I wanna once his
Jackson
nuts.
something. But like he's still
just
fine.
Jack.
And when him and Lady Gaga sang together at the Oscars, I'm still rooting for them. They became single at the exact same time. Coincidence? I think not.
Oh fuck no, they were fucking prior to that. That's why he was
Had to
single.
be. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a child, but I'm down. I would be a good stepmom.
I would be a good non-scene.
I mean, I know his
stepmom.
type is supermodel, but I think I could like squeeze my way.
Well, I feel like
You're in the right business. All you gotta do is get him out to Vegas.
I just need to lose.
he is.
Once I lose 100
No,
pounds,
you
it's over
don't.
for you hoes.
No,
Whoa.
Kara.
No.
no,
Kara.
you don't.
That's how you Bradley Cooper.
That's not how you do it.
That is exactly how she do it. Why you guys?
Fuck
if she wants
that
Bradley
noise.
Cooper, 100
Still
pounds, girl.
unfucked.
I need 200 pounds.
I think you guys are two audioses in.
Give me
Are
the
speaking
cheese curds.
nonsense.
If I want to get with Leo, I gotta lose.
I mean, like
No,
Adam
I've gotta be-
Levine,
yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Bradley Cooper, most people in One Direction. Like, it's nice
No.
when your type is supermodel. Like, what's your type? Oh, supermodel. Victoria's Secret Angel.
You know what I would say to that? I'd be like, so you just like skinny, flat
like-
ass bitches with
But
no
like
ass
when
or
Bradley
titties?
Cooper's ready for a real woman,
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Not
They'll
that
be
models
fighting-
aren't gorgeous and awesome, and they
I'm
sell
sure
my
he's
clothes,
got
and I
an
watch.
amazing
other-
personality.
But seriously,
Yeah,
any
that's-
model that I've met personally have shitty attitudes, and you're skinny with no titties, no ass.
I'm gonna say this.
Shit, Chibora's child though.
Those guys probably that's what they are bombarded with, and that's why they choose those girls. I'm
Leo
gonna say-
fucking, he's bombarded with
options.
it because
His current
But
girlfriend's
that's
like
what's
made it
22.
known.
I'm gonna say this. That's normally what he's surrounded by.
he makes it known that I don't date.
I mean, I saw
anyone
Wolf
who's
of Wall
not
Street.
a model, and if they're over 25, I'm not even looking at them. Like,
I mean, that's Leo's life. Do
him.
you, nephew?
that's what I'm saying.
Uh,
I mean, he's
Get a
already
better
dead.
type.
but you notice how none of them last.
Well, I wouldn't want to last with Leo either. No.
Kara, you're perfect, just the way you are. Don't you
so
dare.
Bradley, if you're listening, I'm perfect.
He's not. He's
In
going to
the
tell you to lose 100 pounds.
Shahala. I am Shahala.
I'll give you guys a little bit of herstory on Mr. Bradley Cooper. So he went to Georgetown before becoming an actor.
Smart boy.
We
We love an educated king.
Dude, he's very educated. He's very hardworking. I got a lot of respect for this man. He, upon graduating from Georgetown, went to the Actors Studio University program,
Where's
where
that?
he had to
In New York?
audition. It is in New York. It is now at Pace University, where
In Chicago?
no, in New York, I believe still. So he is the first alumni to go to the school and then end up as a guest on the show inside the Actors Studio.
With James. What's his name?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I have seen that episode many a times. He cries. It's endearing.
I don't want to see it.
I'll comfort him.
I don't want to see it.
I'm here, baby.
He is one of the only white guys on my top 10 list. I have a big ass crush on him. I don't even want to tell you what I tell people about him because
Damn.
Tell us.
it's dirty.
Bradley Cooper can get
I
it,
want to sit on his
apparently.
face. That's what I say. Please edit that
You
out.
told the world. I'm not editing shit. I forgot that.
Got that, Rodney?
Fuck this shit. This fool better not contact me. I would be so mad if you did
I
this.
can't wait until I'm toasting this at your wedding in the drive-through chapel.
That is probably.
Oh my God.
That is the most likely way I
Oh my
would get
god,
married.
I'm
to.
getting the mugs
That.
to have my coffee.
Baseball caps, coffee mugs, all with Zenobia and Rodney.
He's like, you look really happy.
Take a sip every time Kara mentions Rodney and cheers for it.
Fuck you. Okay.
So check this out. Okay.
Sorry,
so
Bradley.
he went to Pace University, graduated, and missed his graduation, missed his commencement. Why? Because he was filming Wet Hot American Summer.
Yes, the best movie of all time with him and what's his name?
All of them.
Everybody.
No, but who did he was he in love with? Ian Michael Black.
Ian
Yeah.
Michael Black. He's
Yes.
making out in the shed.
And then him
with
and Amy
Michael
Poehler
Black.
pretending to be together. Oh my god, that's
Yes.
a classic. I've already requested, and viewers remember this, that I would like to be in the Wet Hot American Summer episode. So
Well, this
let me know.
summer you gonna have to make your.
I'm gonna
way
get my
to LA.
knee-high socks,
You gotta
camp
come
counselor
down. You gotta
chic.
come to visit.
Yeah, you got to come to us.
I will absolutely come
Tag
to
your
your
wet.
Yep, I'm in.
Bradley Cooper is also the only Wolfpack person that doesn't drink.
He doesn't.
He stopped drinking when he was 29.
Really?
Sober.
Wow.
Bradley Cooper sober? It's so weird. He
100%
plays
sober.
drunks in most of his movies.
Yeah, it's very
Like,
good at it.
Because he's a douchebag.
Stars Born, he was drunk.
Yes, he
Oh
was.
yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's straight up sober.
Good for him.
Doesn't
I love
drink.
that.
Yeah.
We
You know
love a
what that
sober king.
means? I ain't got to share my bottle of champagne. This is perfect.
We can make him a virgin audio, so just be a cup of Sprite.
It's just Sprite with like blue food coloring in it. And some sweet and,
And a
sour.
Tic
And a
Tac.
roofie.
Is it still in there? Oh,
I don't
shit.
know.
So it's dissolved.
You know what's funny? I pounded the rest of my drink, and I definitely could taste the Tic Tac. So I am minty fresh.
I was like, your mouth is clean.
We're gonna hit the strip and go look
Cheese
at
curds
Bradley.
and-
Oh yeah, so let's get this done before I pass
Before
out.
hour 3.
Okay, so
Oh my
do you want to
gosh.
know who also went out for this role of Phil?
Yes.
Ooh,
Paul Rudd,
I could see that.
Okay.
kind of.
Josh Lucas, Vince Vaughn,
No.
Too many times already.
Josh Hartnett.
Really?
Too.
No, too nice.
I wouldn't say too nice, but too.
Mainstream?
No. What's the term?
Um,
Brooding.
You know why I wouldn't pick him?
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen his fucking ass prior to this in like a
40
long
Days,
time.
40 Nights?
Yeah, so I would not have picked him
Pearl
because he
Pearl
is.
Harbor sucked, and I love you.
Pearl Harbor did suck.
That's also
liked
another
it.
movie I'd like to be involved in.
I like
my
Pearl
ring
Harbor.
and my hat.
I
and
will
ring.
Team America. No, I hate
But
Pearl Harbor. That's
I
never
like
on the
Pearl
show.
Harbor.
I will. No. We'll do it after the cat.
I won't do Pearl Harbor, not because of Pearl Harbor, but because of the director.
Who directed that?
Are you telling me I can't
Michael
do?
Bay.
You telling me I can't do Bad Boys?
You mean I can't do Transformers 3?
Bad Boys.
Okay,
I
okay.
can't do Transformers 3.
That's fine.
We
I
can't do
just
it.
watched one of his
people want
movies,
quality.
and the whole time I was watching it, I was like, "Is this supposed to be like a spoof of like
I'm gonna get in trouble with this podcast one of these days.
his six?"
When Michael Bay tunes in.
it's called like 6 Feet Under or 6 Under, or
When
whatever.
he does tune
When
in.
I'm a competing director and be like, nah, Jason Bello is an asshole because he talks shit on everybody in his podcast.
Asshole.
Michael
Okay,
Bay
but
is
he's
an
like
asshole
had
for
articles
whatever.
And
written
this
about
is
him.
first person reports here because Ashley has worked with him.
I've worked with people who.
But
have
like
worked
Megan
with
Yeah,
Fox
bitch, don't
came
get
out
her
and said-
fired.
She ain't fired.
Megan Fox came out and said he was a douche.
I mean, I think she's a bitch, but
He was probably sexually harassing. He was
Damn.
probably
I
harassing
thought we
her.
weren't talking shit on people on
Matt
this.
personally, I don't think that his movies, besides the Bad Boys,
This-
and
Michael
he's
Bay
not
did Bad Boys?
yeah.
1 and 2. He's not in 3.
The first
so-
Transformers didn't suck.
The first
First-
one was
It
good.
was
Then the
just
rest of it was like,
really
how many
orange.
national monuments can we tear down with
But I
robots?
just watched his one with Ryan Reynolds. It's on Netflix that just dropped, 6 Under or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that it was his movie until obviously the end when the credits came up. So the whole time I was watching, I was like, gosh, all these chase scenes and the way they film everything, I just kept thinking, is this-
Distraction.
I was like, is this a
Distraction.
spoof of like
But don't
these
forget
type of
no story.
movie?
The cinematic
And it was him.
masterpiece, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the live action.
The first or the second?
Is there more than one?
Yes.
God, why?
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
But literally no one was asking for.
I'm partial to the originals.
Well, yeah, and you should be, but like, I mean,
Ernie
like,
Reyes
it wasn't
Jr.,
terrible.
what's up?
That show always makes me want pizza, which like sounds so good right now.
We can go get pizza after this.
I ate like 12 pounds of cheese curds.
All right, well, we got to finish this or we ain't going to do shit.
New Year's is... You're right.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
We're on the last character.
Okay.
Out.
Okay.
Who's left?
Ethan Embry. I don't-
Embry.
Yep. He was also up for Phil.
Okay.
Boom.
I'm going to say your boy Bradley has been nominated 7 times for Oscars.
And he hasn't won any.
Hey,
I don't
it
think he
took
deserved
Leo-
any, to be honest
long
with
Took
you.
time.
Leo a
Leo
very
took-
long time.
Yeah, I don't. Not that I.
It took
We already talked
Paul
about.
Newman
I
until
love
he was
him, but I don't think
65.
that he has deserved one yet.
Leo?
No, Bradley.
Oh.
But I'm going to say this. Jennifer Lawrence didn't deserve one for Silver Linings
I agree.
Playbook. Emma
I
Stone
love
didn't
my
deserve
queen.
one for La La Land.
Didn't she get it for Hunger Games too?
You know,
Did you get an Oscar
she
for Hunger
better
Games?
not have gotten
No,
one
no,
for
no, no,
Hunger
no.
Games.
She's nominated.
She was nominated for Hunger Games though.
No.
One.
Like Sally Field openly
I
said,
fucking love
"Fuck,
her
Jennifer's
too,
gonna
don't get me
win," even though Sally Field definitely
I
deserved
thought she was
to
like
win over her.
okay.
What was she in?
Lincoln.
Oh, that was slow.
It was slow as fuck.
I never
but
finished it because
in
I was like,
terms of
It just had Daniel Day-Lewis in it. and they're
acting
like, "Here's an
ability,
Oscar."
in terms of story, in terms
He's
of
only in,
character
like,
work, all
6
that
movies,
shit
he has
that
6
you're supposed
Oscars.
to grade an actor on.
Yeah.
As far as their performance, Jennifer Lawrence didn't do nothing special.
She
in Silver
didn't.
Linings Playbook.
I think she's been like better in other movies.
she's been better. in
I thought
other
she was better in
movies.
The Hustle.
Yep.
Yeah, she was much better in The Hustler.
I like that character.
Yeah.
Like,
Even the scene that they chose for Silver Linings Playbook was like, eh.
The one where they
Okay,
danced.
scenes for
No,
the
it was the
Oscars-
argument scene at the
yeah.
diner.
Scenes for the Oscars are always horrible.
They're terrible.
And then you see
that's
the
not true.
you see
Training Day was a great
But
one.
you see like the
Hell
actors'
yeah.
reactions.
Wait,
after
they
show
nominate
the
specific
scenes.
scenes?
Triple OG in the
And
background.
they show
Triple
the-
OG.
Oh.
And then they like show the scenes, and then the actors like they cut to the
They're always
actors'
like-
reaction. They're always like,
Thank you.
All right, yeah, I guess that scene
I mean,
will work.
the whole thing, you could have
Pizza.
did my monologue or
yeah.
you could have did
There's so many better scenes than the one you chose.
I do think Training Day is probably a really good pick.
Is that
for
like a
that.
new move? I don't know what Training Day is.
What? We're out of here. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you for
everybody.
watching,
This has
listening.
been another episode of Lights,
I'm the
Camera,
new host
Cocktail.
because Zenobia.
Pop fucking tail. You know what that is? It's Denzel Washington finally getting an Oscar. That's what that is.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him.
This was like over a decade. It's like 15 years ago.
Just joking. I assumed.
It was like, no, it wasn't 15, was it?
I was in
Damn,
high
I feel
school.
old. No, I was like 10.
It was a long time ago.
Anyway, Bradley Cooper, we love you, and by we, I mean everybody else at this table.
All
for
the girls with
sure.
tit
Not
tats.
just love.
You will get your
It's
Oscar.
lust.
I
It's
lust for
a lot
you.
of
You'll get your
things.
Oscar, and I'll be
feeling
there
like-
cheering you on for the audience.
he just needs that like
I respect the shit out of you. Though.
role that like breaks him down where you like, damn.
You know he speaks French fluently, not to make him
Oui, oui.
more attractive, but my dude speaks French 100% fluently. He showcased this in the A-Team, and he also...
A-Team was a great movie.
It wasn't bad.
No, it was not a great movie.
The only thing was missing was the real
From what
Mr.
I
T.
remember. Yeah, they should have...
Pity the fool.
He's old as
Rampage
fuck,
Jackson
man.
had no business in there.
Who?
Rampage
I
Jackson.
thought you said Bradley Jackson. I was
No.
like, this
You don't know Bradley Jackson?
That's his combination of his name from that.
That's his
Star
black
is
name.
Born.
But yeah, he did during the junket for like American Hustler or something like that. He did an entire interview in French.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? I mean, I feel like when you become a big icon like sexy as Bradley Cooper or like Beyonce or like Tyra
Wait,
Banks,
Bradley Cooper and Beyonce.
you have to be able to speak different language. Like Beyonce ain't go to Tokyo and she could do an interview. Like, you know.
Are you happy to be in
that's-
Paris?
She could be in Paris and
No, I
she
mean,
could
that's
do.
one of the lyrics in the
I can't
Flawless.
learn all those languages.
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
I can just learn some
Beyonce.
phrases here and there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those people, when you travel and have to like do interviews, I would learn different languages too.
To a degree, but he is already fluent in French.
Bradley Cooper.
Also, going full circle, my dude was a producer on The Joker, directed by Todd Phillips.
Bradley Cooper was?
Yep.
He's producing a lot. Yeah.
Well,
That's a
because
smart way to go.
wanna
You
know
want
why?
to make money, you produce.
there you go.
I can hear Robin.
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 We're almost
Kiki's
done,
been
bitch.
there the
Shit.
entire time.
I'm out. I'm out. Y'all do what you need to do.
All right. Bradley Cooper said that people in Vegas didn't notice them filming at all.
Oh, that's
I
right.
believe
He said that he sitting there with tiger scratches on his neck, and the Justin dude, Doug, is walking around
Justin Bartha's like
as
burnt
red
the
as a
fuck
fucking
up.
tomato,
Uh-huh.
and
Wheelchair.
in a wheelchair.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Ken is running around with his dick out, and nobody gives a shit. No one even does a double take.
Hey.
And he thought, hey, it's Vegas.
Vegas.
It's Vegas.
It's Vegas.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
I totally believe that.
If you want to do some crazy shit in Vegas,
You can kind of get away with it.
You could be in a multi-million-dollar
because
film.
even like in LA, we see people filming all the time. You know, you're just kind of like slowing down just to see if I can spot somebody,
Notice somebody.
and be like, oh, they're filming whatever. But
Once you live there, though, you're more, especially if you work in the film industry,
Yeah.
you're more respectful of the situation.
Yeah.
That,
You
or
don't want to fuck
look
up a
out-
scene.
you-
I do it quickly. I try to get by.
I'm trying to help these motherfuckers make their day.
If anything, I'm gonna head jerk to see if it's Will Smith over there because I will skirt and turn around.
I look to see if I.
If you know anybody.
As much as
Yeah.
you love Bradley Cooper, Bradley
Looper.
Zenobia loves Will Smith.
Was he in a movie called Looper? Or like what was
He-
it?
Nah, that was Joseph
That was-
Gordon-Levitt and Will.
Wait, no, what was the one he where he
Bruce
took a
Willis.
pill?
Limitless.
They made
I
a
like
TV
that
show
movie.
about it.
They
He
did.
did
The
a
TV
good
show
job.
sucks, but he did good.
The
Him
movie
and
I
was
Robert
remember
De Niro.
Limitless. I saw it.
I
Yeah.
thought it was great.
I don't think I paid
Is it
attention to the
De
plot,
Niro
but he
or Al
looked
Pacino?
fun.
Him and
yeah.
Robert De Niro in
De Niro.
Limitless, and then
Robert
he
De
played
Niro
his
was-
father in Silver Linings Playbook.
Along with Chris Tucker as the homie.
Yeah, Chris Tucker made
And
a
let's not forget Rocket the Raccoon. His
Fuck yeah.
finest role today.
yes,
I can't
absolutely.
believe Bradley Cooper's playing a raccoon.
Okay,
with
all
a
right,
gun.
bitch. Because Smoutchy's over there laughing. I'm just gonna say it.
I mean, I love it.
I forgot that he was the raccoon. So when I was doing
I mean,
research
there's distorted his
today,
voice. I'm gonna give you a
when I
pass.
was doing this
There's been
research
like 3
today,
movies as
I was
him.
like, how was he in Endgame? Who the fuck is he in
I was
Endgame?
like, he's the raccoon.
And
Guardian.
Instantly, I was like, God damn it! You're right. I fucking forgot.
he is Rocket.
I'm gonna give you something that isn't written down on IMDb Pro or anything else.
Oh, give me something.
Jason
So-
Pro.
Yes, absolutely.
We're starting our new website.
This is straight out of the memory from an interview that I watched many years ago. He was talking about The Hangover and filming this movie and how he felt very unprepared because this was a very big role for him.
Yeah.
And he was confiding in Zach Galifianakis about this. Like, dude, I don't know if I can do this movie. I don't know if I can like really bring it. So he was hoping for like some positive reinforcement. Zach Galifianakis looks him dead in the eye. He's like, hey, you better fucking bring it.
My life is on the line here too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I feel like they all did in this movie.
And at that point, Bradley Cooper's like, all right, yeah, you're right. I got to fucking nut up.
I love
and
it.
We're going to make a great fucking
He
movie.
plays this douche.
And you did a hell of a job.
no, they
He
all
humps a
It's
tiger.
an amazing cast.
He gets a condom on his.
Can we
used
pull up
condom on
the
his
Tiger's
shoulder.
IMDb profile?
It was
He's not
a.
on the credits.
They did use a fake tiger,
They used a fake tiger. They used a real tiger.
I think they all
and the tiger was not Tyson's tiger. One of Tyson's. How many? 7
No,
tigers?
just
there
playing
was
one.
handlers at all times when there was a real tiger, and they digitally colored them out.
Okay.
So like when Stu
they're
is
walking
in the
the tiger.
bathroom with the tiger, that's a real tiger, and they digitally remove the handler.
He's
and-
probably sitting there like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
petting him.
Yeah.
While Stu's like, ah!
What do I gotta do?
That was scary.
Because Alan got punched by tiger.
They're not phased there's a chicken in the room, but like
Because they were gonna use this
or
for,
a child.
for food.
Don't let the beard fool you. He's a child.
He's a child.
It's funny because he's fat.
Because he's fat. Oh, yes. Okay. Good movie.
Great movie.
Are we out?
Yeah.
No, I got one more.
God.
Yay.
Okay, the American... It's a short one. The American Hughes Immune...
What?
Humane?
Whew. Yes.
I got you.
Well, Humane Society gave this movie a rating of outstanding for their treatment of animals.
Nice.
Okay.
We love Humane Kings.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I believe it.
Can I ask? Can we all go around sharing our most memorable hangover moment?
Your favorite like line in the movie?
No.
Like in real life?
Oh fuck!
Like where you wake up and you're like,
How much time we got?
I know. I don't know. If you can make it a short one, then let's do it.
This is a long ass episode.
Yep.
All right, it is what it is. All right, who wants to go first? Not it.
All right. So there was a time in my life when I was 19, 20. I had a boyfriend who treated me like shit, my first boyfriend, and he broke up with me. And so at that time, I was into tequila, which I'm not into now because of this night. I sat there with my friends taking shots of tequila with them, and then we'd sit down and chill, and then I'd get up and take a shot on myself, and then they would come, and then I would take a shot with them. So I was real fucked up to the point that I was like in my friend's bathroom throwing up, and when I came down, everybody had disappeared in the house because they were hiding from my drunk ass, and then I passed out.
You're hiding.
The next day, I was still drunk. Like, still drunk until about 1. Then the hangover hit. And it was like the worst shit in the world. Like, I was just like curled up. My mom's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I got food poisoning or something. Oh my God, I should have never
use
went to
that one
Del
on my mom.
Taco.
Yup.
Really? Because you smell like schnapps.
Why you smell like tequila, bitch? Where's hangover?
Ugh.
Had to call in on that one from work. I was like, I can't make it. And usually I'll go hungover or drunk.
All right. Who wants to go next? Fine, I will go next. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna say it was the year right before I met Miss Ashley over here. That was an interesting year where I was a little bit out of control.
You see, he could be drunk because he didn't have to protect you from
No, same
fucking
with me.
shit.
I was gonna share one a year before I met Jason.
So, the year before I met Ashley, I got blackout drunk a couple of times. Now, granted, this was at my house. I had no intentions of going anywhere. But there were a few occasions where I woke up not remembering the night before, which I don't feel right about. And I'm waking up in pajamas that I know damn well I didn't put on myself, and checking my phone and getting pictures of shit that I did the night before, like puking in the neighbor's bushes while the neighbor is looking at me doing so. And that kind of shit, my mom listens to this.
Sorry, mama.
Sorry, Mom. I can't say turn off and like fast forward because I've already started.
Here, come here. Kiki
I
didn't
know
like this
Kiki,
story
I get
either.
it. I'm not proud of it either.
He hates it.
You've been so good this whole time. Why now?
So this all kind of hit a climax at New Year's of, I believe the year was 2012 into 13. Something like that. But New Year's Eve, we have another party at the house, and I'm having a great time. I wake up the next morning next to somebody that I really have no business waking up next to.
Coyote Ugly style.
Yeah, you want to chew your damn arm off. This girl was not the business.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She was a beast.
I didn't say she was ugly.
I'm
She's
saying
just-
she a beast. I don't know who she is.
She's
You were
just
the
not-
beauty.
she's
What's
just
her name
not-
so we can say her name over and over?
It's
like
Rodney.
It's Rodney. We're gonna call her Crodney.
Rodney.
Mike better not get an email.
I can't wait to get an email.
I haven't talked to him in a million years.
But after this happened, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. It's New Year's. I am not gonna be fucking with these basic ass girls that have no business in my bed. So I went celibate until I met Ashley. I
And
straight
then
up
2 hours later.
2 hours later. Now I was planning on going for an entire year until I met Ashley, and then still stayed celibate for what, like 2-3 months? there?
Hours?
Something like that. No, it was like months. We didn't sleep together right away.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You saying this because your mom was listening?
No, that's
We
serious.
still haven't.
I still
We're
haven't.
waiting. As long as you don't while I'm in the house, I don't give a shit. What was the thing?
Yeah, 2012.
Well, that
was,
hangover
my
led
hangover
to
year for
something
sure.
special.
It did.
Mine just leaves a regret.
Mine led to a fucking headache.
Mine led to me like, wait, okay, real
Well,
quick.
you gotta tell yours.
I mean,
Real quick.
I had one and I forgot it. I mean, I would say my 27th. Oh, help! I'm getting pulled. 27th birthday. I think it was 27. Was pretty crazy. We went downtown, and it's just like when it's your birthday, like everyone and their mother buys you drinks that you don't need. And I remember
here?
Here, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I was even like, I don't need that much. And then like, I just got hammered. And so my friend and I were both very drunk. And so like on the street, there was like these medians, but they're like flexible, like, but they looked like they were like hard cones, like, you know, they wouldn't move. So my friend leans against one, falls to the ground. Everyone's laughing at her. And then I'm laughing. I lean against one, fall to the ground. We're both like on the ground, but laughing. And then my friend drove us home, and I got out of the car on the 15 and threw up on the freeway, which I probably could have
Yes.
died in that moment. And then I went
throw
home, and then
up.
do you know like those hangovers where like you wake up, you're like, ah, what a beautiful day.
As soon as you move.
What did I do last night?
No.
And then you're like, oh no, and you're like still drunk. Like that's my worst one. Then
yeah.
you're like, oh my gosh. Then you're like, where are my phone? Where are my keys? Where are my wallet? And then you're like, you have it all present and accounted for. And then like my hangover cure, for anyone listening, I need some Motrin. I need a blue Powerade Zero. Don't try to give me anything else. I need like something greasy, like or like something like that will fill me up, like ramen
Breakfast
or
burrito.
breakfast burritos are great. But just like I
Yeah.
just need like something greasy, and then I need a nap.
Fuck yeah.
That's my hangover cure.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
And some Netflix. And air
Take a whole
conditioning.
bottle of water before you go to bed.
I drink
Tylenol.
Gatorade before I go to bed.
And
I'm not good at that.
You got to do it before. Like literally, if I know I'm going out, I'm gonna set a bottle
like
of water
tomorrow
by the bed.
before we go out, I'm buying a red Gatorade
Oh.
or a yellow one. I'll accept.
And
a
I'll
yellow.
take a blue Powerade Zero and shopping.
We're going to 7-Eleven before we go out tomorrow.
And eat some toast or some shit.
I mean,
before
when we
you
go
to
out
bed.
tomorrow for 2021.
Yes, 2020.
No, I know I'm just joking because we're in the future.
Oh, that's right.
We're in the future. 21.
Yeah, we're going into 2021.
All right, so you guys are missing a whole year.
All right.
Smash.
But my story actually takes place in Vegas.
All right, hit it.
Was I there?
You were not there.
All right, let's hear it.
Sorry.
Right,
is
I think
one
I
of
know
those-
who was there.
This was like that year where I was in Vegas every other month with Kirby.
This is before
Kirby.
I met her.
Wait, this was before I was there?
This is before I,
I think
met
this
her.
is before you moved
Not
to
the one where
Vegas.
your bag
But
got checked.
basically, I was newly single, and there's one Vegas trip. Kirby and I were working on a TV show. We brought the actresses, the main actresses, to Vegas, and we went out. I blacked out. I don't remember getting back to the hotel room. All I remember is the next morning I woke up. Oh, we were staying at MGM? Yeah. I woke up in my underwear next to the lead actress, who was also in her underwear, and I woke her up and I was like, hey,
What the fuck?
what? Did something happen? And she was like, what? No. She's like, no, like you undressed yourself. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow, this is about to take a turn.
Cool.
Whoa. I was like, babe, I thought you didn't like girls.
I'm just saying, if my underwear is on, then yeah, I was drunk.
But yeah,
But if I remember, then I'm booty out.
that was like one of the most like shocking memories, like that to like where I woke up and I was like, oh, I don't remember what happened.
Wow.
I mean, but none of these.
So
compared
basically,
to
she
Hangover,
had
like
the first part of the Hangover where they wake up.
Yeah, and I don't remember.
Next
what
to
Was
happened.
there a
Heather Graham.
chicken?
Was there a baby?
Was there a baby?
No.
Was there a tiger?
It wasn't a chicken,
No.
but that was a chick.
Definitely ordered
In
room
the bed.
service.
In the
Chick
bed.
in the bed.
Was
Oh my
there
gosh.
a
There's a chick in the bed.
nerdy hillbilly there?
No.
Yep. It wasn't like Hangover
You're
there.
at MGM, not Caesar's Palace.
That's why.
That's why.
They're not far from each other.
Sorry.
Are they across the street from each other?
A couple blocks down.
I could see it.
I mean, both have wonderful suites.
All right. I am still thoroughly drunk. Let's see if we can't knock this. Oh, wait. We got something else.
Yeah.
We got a little something.
Yes.
What's it called?
It's time for Z for the people.
Wow.
All right, so this Z for the people, I'm gonna pass the Z
Ooh.
because
To the K.
pass the Z to the K because K's got a charity for us. And this one has to do with Vegas.
This organization is called Opportunity Village, and it it provides jobs and career options for people with special abilities or and let me start over here.
He's like Rain Man, though.
He's like Rain Man, but I don't think like this
Counting
is like-
cards. Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, I totally agree, and I've never seen Rain Man, but I understand the pop culture reference. No, but Opportunity Village creates jobs for people in Las Vegas Valley who have disabilities, but they call them special abilities, and basically, they get they get really great job orientation training, and then they do things like they put together like the card decks for the Venetian, or they put together like the salt and pepper packets for Caesar's Palace. Or actually, one of their coolest claims to fame, in my opinion, is that they used to design the scarves for Elvis. And Elvis's manager got wind of what they did over there, and he hired them on, because Elvis would like send his scarves all over the world. And so Opportunity Village would help create them, and they like hand painted them, and they have some really talented artists over there, and the people over there are just so sweet, and I've actually got to work with them quite a bit over the years. They have a event every December called the Las Vegas Great Santa Run,
Yes.
where close to 10,000 people come out and dress like Santa Claus and do a fun run 5K.
But you did?
And which we did. My family comes out every year for it. It's the
Can we put the picture on our Instagram?
Yeah, I love that.
Sure.
Yeah, my family comes out every year for it, and it's just a fun, cool event, and it just hit 15 years. And
It does sound cool. I think we should go.
I think you guys
out.
should come next year. Yeah,
but
it's
I was reading up on it and it seemed real fun.
It's a great time. And you do it through downtown Las Vegas, so you're like walking all these historic streets and areas. But yeah, no, I'm thankful for featuring them. They're very near and dear to me and my family, and they've got a couple amazing campuses in Las Vegas. Right now, they have this one campus that they turn into a place called the Magical Forest, when they turn
I
into
was
like
also reading about that.
like this.
We can go there tomorrow.
They do a Halloween event, and then they do a Christmas event, but just turn into like this incredible winter wonderland with like rides and food and like then the actual Magical Forest, where you like different companies buy out a tree and decorate it, and so it's just a really incredible organization, and I've got to volunteer with them quite a few times, and very popular and very prominent in Las Vegas, and just the people that they provide the job for are just so sweet and so grateful, and so thank you for featuring them.
Yeah, so if you guys want to donate your time or your money or come do some Santa running, go to opportunityvillage.org and donate, or figure out how you can help, or figure out how they can help you.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Thank you.
That is our Z for the people.
love that.
Yeah. You came up quick with that one too. I was like, ask her if she knows anything.
Immediately. I mean, there's a lot of great organizations in Las Vegas, but that one I'm very passionate about.
Well, there we go. There you go.
Oh,
Do
baby.
the contact us, follow us, do all that.
I'm tired.
I don't want to
yo.
do it. I don't
3
want
hours in. All right, people. We like Zenobia said, if Rodney is out there and you know him,
Fuck you.
Rodney,
please
comment,
listen
subscribe.
to us. Like, comment, subscribe.
Or
on
if anyone's
Facebook,
able to
Twitter,
find Rodney.
Instagram. Hit us up at lightscameracocktail.
I'm not even going. I ain't even going to sponsor that one. This one.
We're on Google Podcast, iTunes Podcast, Castbox. There's some.
Listen to the sounds.
She's
of
ready to
Kiki.
go.
She's like, we waited long enough.
Yeah,
I
she's
held
like,
off
I've been
this
quiet.
Some
Y'all need
squeaking
to-
going on behind us.
Kiki,
Calling Rodney.
give me a second, Keek.
one. She's calling to Rodney.
You guys are so. I swear to God, if he contacts me, I'm gonna be so mad at him.
Can't wait.
So
What if he like glowed up or something? Like life, personality,
He
looks.
invented a new shoe or something like that.
And you go watch The Hangover together on your first Netflix and chill date. Excuse me, Amazon Prime.
I was like, it's not on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Bootleg it off somewhere. Just kidding, don't.
Okay, so yeah, next week, y'all.
We got a scene for you for next week.
There's
and,
gin in this. That's why my brain sucks. I keep thinking like, why am I?
There's
feeling-
gin in this?
Yes.
Shit!
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I can't think. It's gin in this shit.
Gin is not conducive for the
Our
brain.
brains.
Jason's doing tug of war with my dog right
I'm not
now.
trying to.
With
I'm trying
lamb
to keep it
chop.
quiet. Kiki,
Do you love me?
you're killing me. You're killing me. Give.
Oh.
Good girl. Sit down.
When
Good
I
money.
get my money right.
Okay, we're gonna do a scene right now. Okay.
Kiki,
We're gonna do a scene.
we're doing a scene.
Ooh, you're
I'm gonna keep this
training
down
her.
here,
Kiki's been in a YouTube series
and we're gonna
herself.
do the damn thing.
Filmed in my living room.
She famous.
Let's knock this out.
All right.
So while we got Kiki under, I don't know what to call this. Let's
She's
see
in
if we
trance.
can't do this. I'm gonna leave the glasses on because you know what? Fuck it.
I feel it's
Why are you
fitting for
playing
what we're
with
about to
these?
do.
Cause adios,
'Cause why not?
motherfuckers. I don't know.
Hey.
It's the gin. All right, let's do it.
Sit down.
Somebody was looking at him like, I wish she would
I'm
just.
so excited to
kidding.
redo this.
All right.
All right, here
Hit
we
it.
go. Let's
One
see
and
how
done.
Let's see how this goes. Hold on, let me get some listening
Ashley, you
juice.
ready? Clearing your throat?
Clear that throat. Oh wait, you smash. You come on this side so we can hear you.
Okay.
No, we're not. We're technically.
She could be a little muffled.
Yeah, just use your theater voice. You
Yeah,
can be a
project.
little muffled.
Like a ventriloquist story voice.
How are you behind me, Smashley? Okay.
Oh my god. I wouldn't go in there, ma'am. That's not a pretty sight.
I live here.
Excuse me. Jane!
Jane?
Jane?
Jane!
Jane! Oh my god!
Apparently they're stuck. Let's take that back. I'm sorry, I didn't
Christina,
hear
apparently you're stuck.
Ashley.
No, it was my fault.
She's like,
'cause I couldn't remember what my line was. I was like, is it, how are you stuck? Or honey, are you okay? Okay.
how are you? Why are you?
Take two, baby.
2 and done. Here we go.
I wouldn't go in there, ma'am. It's not a pretty sight.
I live here.
Excuse me. Jane!
Jane?
Jane!
Jane!
Jane! Oh my god!
Apparently they're stuck.
Honey, are you okay? How did you get stuck?
I have a piercing.
I don't get it. How the hell is she stuck?
Behind her tonsils.
How the hell do you know that?
Listen, honey, I'm just gonna pull you.
No.
No, shh. I'm just gonna go slow. Okay. Sorry.
Is that it?
Yes, unless you want to sing.
I got I don't want to close my eyes.
I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe.
And I
don't wanna miss a thing.
I can't wait to drink next week. Damn,
Oh my
it's gonna
God,
be
it's
good.
gonna be fun.
Thank you guys
Ooh,
for
I'm
having
excited
me.
about this. Sarah, thank you so much.
This was so
for
much
having
fun.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
Oh,
for
of
hosting. Thank you
course.
for being on a guest.
Absolutely.
Thank you for New Year's Eve. It was such a great time.
I had such a great time. No regrets.
You remember
No
that
No
one
regrets.
time we couldn't remember anything?
Yeah,
Remember?
it's crazy.
I
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! I'd like to say,
Oh, no, it worked.
Not work.
thank you for being a friend.
Happy New Year, Kiki.
All right, you guys, and we wish you all a happy 2020
Yes.
as well. Keep listening, keep subscribing, keep telling everybody about
Yep.
that is Lights, Camera, Cocktails. We will see you all next week with a brand new episode.
Yay! Because we're the three
Best friends that anyone could